John Wayne in my background.
All right. What is up, everybody?
What's up?
What's up, guys?
What we got to welcome our very special guest into Center in the Saint this week. I almost said the hot seat. Listening to my cousin's podcast too much. We got a very special guest for you this evening. None other. He's been on the show before. He's a really great guest. One of our best friends, Mr. Bobby Curley. What's up?
Thank you
What's
for
up,
having
Mr.
me.
Curley?
We have to talk all professional like this, or can we just talk?
No, we can just bullshit, man.
Oh shit!
Because you were
What's up,
different
brother?
5 minutes ago. You weren't the same person you are now.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
You get into this like radio persona, you know, and it's hard to kick out of it, I guess.
Getting that stripper announce and talk, you know.
Coming to the main stage, we
There
have
it is. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, Chad, you actually got a pretty good stripper voice too.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Which works the pole. That
Yeah, I like to be on stage.
Speaking of strippers,
Announce them. I'm trying to be them.
my buddy that we went out with that time, Dave.
Yeah,
He
the guy from Texas, right?
Yeah, he called me and he said, he's like, man, I haven't been to a bar that crazy, you know, in my entire life. He's like, I've been looking for something like you're in Texas and I can't find it.
What's funny about this guy is, you know, within maybe an hour and a half of meeting him, he hands me a boner pill, and he's like, "Hey, go enjoy this." And I mean, I barely know the guy. He hands me a boner pill. What a great guy!
There's black market too, right?
No, they're the good ones. It's the Blue Chews. I still haven't used it. I'm young. I don't need to.
The crazy thing is he was taking that while he was like on the ship. So like,
oh my
imagine being
god,
out to sea, like no women that you're attracted to, and just taking boner pills all the time.
that is fucking nuts. But he had one jacked forearm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do if you just fucking walk around and work out the whole day, or what?
Yeah, most time that's what people do. But you know, so in my division, it was all guys. So we had about 30 guys with us, and a lot of them were young, straight out of high school guys. And I used to catch them jacking off on watch all the time.
That's so fucking wild.
Would they be like watching porn or anything on their phone?
I mean, if they could, but most of the time they're on watch. Literally, they're holding an M16, standing outside in like a storm, jacking off.
So let me ask you this. This would be in my mind. Like protocol outfit. Do you need to have a nut rag? You got to have something to clean up.
Yeah.
Or do you just come
Where
on?
do you put the nut?
Dude, these guys
gets on your hand.
A lot of them don't even take showers. They'll go like a month without taking a shower.
What?
Dude, it's disgusting. Disgusting. If anyone's ever been on a Navy ship, they know what I'm talking about. It's disgusting.
Oh man, what's that in the background? Is that your John Wayne? That statue?
Yeah, you see that?
That's tight.
Yep.
Was he holding?
Found that at a thrift store. Someone's trying to get rid of it. They don't know what they got. You know. This is look at this. Can you imagine waking up and looking at that every day?
That's pretty badass. Let me ask you this: what's besides that John Wayne right there? What's the coolest thing you ever found in a thrift store?
Well, first of all, this is a 2012 edition. Okay, 2012. Okay. Okay. The coolest thing I've ever found in a thrift store?
Yeah.
Look down at Chad's belt.
Oh, that was in a thrift store?
That was at a thrift. Yeah. Well, it was actually at a flea market thrift store. Where was I? Up in Washington or in San Diego? I can't remember. But so if you go to thrift stores and flea markets, number one thing you should always look at is belts. Okay, because you might find some really cool belts. So I always go to the belt rack first. Mm-hmm. And see, that's how I had my shotgun belt for a long time. You know, that shotgun belt I had?
Yeah.
And then I looked down and I saw that elk belt buckle just sitting there, along with a U.S. Army belt buckle from World War II. They're sitting right next to each other. and I snatched them both up for like $10. So
Oh shit!
That's
Well, I'm
pretty
so
good.
fucking happy, dude. This is my favorite belt buckle ever.
it fits you good. So
Axel still thinks it's a deer. I'm like, it's an elk, motherfucker.
he's gonna know next year when he's helping us pack out one.
Yeah, dude, that kid he's getting thick, man. He's throwing high kicks now.
Oh man,
Yeah, and he just out of nowhere started kicking.
what's that?
You drinking Reds over there, Bobby?
Yeah, I actually found one inside the ice chest that I brought to your house for Halloween.
Okay.
Yeah, it was hiding out, so I grabbed it.
Yeah,
They're
you
hard to
gotta.
find, Chad. They're hard to find nowadays.
Oh
Dude,
man.
up here, I went. Victoria was like, "Yeah, maybe get some Reds," And I went to the store and like our shelves were like fucking barren, dude. There was no Reds. That's I tried. It wasn't the hard cider. It was something else. We tried. It was super sweet. Some off brand, but their version of that cider, and it was like, ugh.
Well, it's because
Red
Those
got
Red
it.
is not a cider; it's an ale.
those
Yeah,
black cans you used to get, Bobby. Those were
Wicked.
really good too.
Smith and Forge ones.
Smith and Forge, yeah.
Yeah, those are a little bit more beery, so they taste a little more like beer. I do like those too, but they
I
don't
just
have that. They don't have that crisp that the Reds have. You know,
yeah.
I
Reds.
feel like
If you're
if
having a bad
Bobby,
day, just drink a Reds.
I feel like Bobby likes to make fun of like microbrew guys, but if he was in college right now, he would so be into the
No,
microbrews. Like,
hell
what do
no.
you? Yeah, I think he would. I
I
think he
don't got
would.
that.
I
Dude,
think
I've
he'd
never
bite,
been into
bro.
the microbrewers when all these guys were trying new things. Having gay sex and drinking like Sierra Nevada. No, not for me. Like it tastes like pine needles. It tastes like medicine. I
Dude,
don't need. No, I didn't like it.
Do you like IPA beer or anything
No,
like that?
not
Nothing.
at all. Not at all.
Wow.
I like amber ales and I like 805. I like Newcastle. I like uh, I like ambers, but anything with like a hoppy taste to it, not for me.
Not for you. It's not for everybody, you know.
I don't even.
I
I
ha-
don't.
I had
I
Chad drink
you thinking,
a Blue Moon and he almost threw up.
oh God.
They're
I was
disgusting. I don't
telling him,
like Blue
he
Moon.
was like, we were at the login, and I was like, Blue Moon's the first beer that I ever just couldn't finish or drink. And they're like, I don't think it was Blue Moon. I'm like, yeah, dude. I walked into Pop Pablo's. Joe Bryson was sitting there, said, hey, I gotta leave. Just got this beer. You can have it. He hands it to me. I take a drink, and I'm like, and
No wonder you didn't want it.
dude, I kept trying to drink it, and I was like, I couldn't. I just fucking gave it back. I couldn't even get a quarter of it down. Bobby's like, I don't think you got, and Victoria's like backing him up, like, I don't think it was a Blue Moon. I don't think it was a Blue. So Bobby's like, here, try it. It was a fucking Blue Moon. That shit was fucking gross.
Yeah,
Dude,
they're bad.
compared to the other microbrews out there, that's I don't even consider it microbrew. I think it's made by like Coors or something, right?
Yeah, it's super fucking popular.
Yeah.
It's in like every
But
bar. I don't know what it falls under other than
It's a
names.
wheat beer. It's definitely a wheat beer.
yeah,
Is it? Is it? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
I'm not a big
That's what
fan of
makes it
big beers.
Hefeweizen.
Bobby's not a micro brewer. He's a major brewer.
I really don't. I can't stand wheat beers. I think they're the nastiest ones. Like 805 is a wheat beer.
What? 805 is not wheat beer.
Guarantee it.
No, it's not.
You want me to? I'm gonna Google it right
guys-
now.
You guys
I-
Can
sound.
you Google it right now? Look at it right here. It's an ale.
Ooh, he
Ale.
had one in his hand.
Wow, he
Damn.
pulled that out quick.
Yeah, you fucking went down fast.
Wow,
See,
I was wrong. I'll admit it.
So basically, everything you talk about from here on out doesn't make.
I didn't know you were fact checking
Bullshit.
everything I said.
this is
I
fucking
fact check
Alex.
before I pre-fact check.
Hey,
Everything
I'm not
I
like
say.
Alex Jones, bro. You don't have to fact check me. It's all good.
I wrote down 3 things I want to talk about.
All
And I
right,
fact checked all 3 of those.
You
you
fact check.
just wrote them down.
Yeah, I transferred them from my phone to my memory onto paper.
Okay.
From my memory to my phone to my memory to paper.
Well, hit us, bro. Hit us. Lead us
Yeah,
in. What do you got?
we
What do you got?
want to talk about it.
Let's jump
Okay.
into this motherfucker.
Anybody
I
out
want-
there watching?
I don't want Dave to get offended by this one. First of all, this isn't on the list, but I'm going to throw it out there because
Dave's getting attacked.
Yeah. So Dave comes
He-
over. He comes over, picks up my guitar, and he's like, "Oh." First thing he does, which he's never done before, he changed my tuning. And he's like, "Let me show you this trick I learned from Nashville." And he tunes it to some weird shit. And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, we're playing a little bit, and it's sounding okay, right? Till he left, and then I started playing it, and I'm like, "What's going on?" I don't know what. It didn't sound right. So I open up my guitar tuner app and I try to change it back. I can't find the string. I can't find how to tune it back to regular tuning. It's so off that it's not making any sense. And then next thing I know, I'm tightening my E string and it fucking pops. So thank you, Dave, for changing my guitar tuning to where I had to break it.
So, Bobby,
you motherfucker, Dave.
Bobby, if you come over on Sunday evening, I will have a new set of strings. I will tune your guitar. I'll put strings on that guitar for you. I'm sorry.
My little baby girl was sitting right there. The string broke, slashed her across the eye. Now she's
I actually, he sent me a picture of it. She's
scarred for life.
Yeah.
The issue is the issue is if it broke from you tuning it, then you fucked up. Because the tuning I did, I tuned it down. It was flat. So it was only a half step down. So everything was E flat.
That's it. It was just a half step.
Yes, half step down. So the fact that you tuned it so much that you broke your string means
that's actually how Simple Man by Leonard Skinner is tuned half a step down. That's why.
Chad, in 10 years, I've never broken my strings from tuning it.
Bobby, you might have forgotten that you already took a fucking bowl of kratom and you took another bowl of kratom and you were probably like wound up and just it happens,
And he wound up his guitar, that's what happened.
Have you done that, bro? Like forgot you took a dose, then took another one and it just all hit you?
No, I manage my doses like,
dude. We're pulling into Pullman. John's are like 8 grams, and at this time, this is when a gram a pill, and at this time I was taking 8 when we get because we're just working our fucking ass off. It's 110 degrees, so I remember going, "Oh shit, I'm gonna take some kratom before we stop." Well, we fucking stop, go to get out of the truck. I'm like, "Fuck, I never took that kratom." I was like, "Or did I?" And I was like, "John, did I take that kratom?" He was like, "Nah." So I grab 8, I fucking swallow them. And then he just starts dying laughing. I'm like, what? He's like, you took them. So I took 16 kratom, bro, at once. Nice. Within 5 minutes of each other, bro, I got so much work done. I was pouring sweat, and I was like, at one point, like my mind was going so fast that I was thinking about, okay, I need 2 right wall backsplashes here. I need this there. Okay, a vanity there, this there. And then, okay, I'm going to cut it. I got to do the half pass. I got to do this, that. And I'm going over all the buildings. And like, I apparently was walking towards each building that I was thinking about. And John comes out and everyone's looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, huh? I got to fucking go. But I was fucking just bap. But yeah, anyway.
Chad overdid something?
I know. Hard to believe, right? Hard to believe. I know. All right. So Dave, you fucked up. Okay. Never fuck with a man's tuning.
That's sorry, Bobby. I mean, my cousin gets mad at me every time I go to his house. He's like, don't touch my guitar. And I'm like, why? He's like, because you're going to tune it or do something and I'm not going to be able to fix it. And I'm going to
you know what? It brought back memories because my cousin used to do the same shit. Tim used to come over and grab my guitar. And it was when he was going through his like metal phase, which every email kid goes through, I guess. Yeah. I don't know if he's probably still in it, but he always grabbed the guitar and dropped it down, and then he'd sit there and do his like
his drop D.
It annoyed the shit out of me, and I used to be like, dude, and he would leave and he wouldn't tune it back. So every time I pick up the guitar, it was being in a different tuning. So thanks, Dave.
Bobby, a half step though is not that big of a deal,
Hey,
you should have been able to handle that.
My guitar app couldn't even figure it out. That's how far it was. Okay.
Don't even let him fool you, Bobby. It was pure devil move.
Yeah, you were using a
Open
guitar.
E slide tuning and shit.
No, he said it was like he was like open A or like with a C sus on a, and then he like capoed only 3 strings. It was weird. Like I don't know what he was doing, dude.
He's like,
Trying to teach you how to play guitar, Bobby.
hieroglyphics.
Yeah,
Dave, it was hella funny. We were in when we were hunting. We were chilling in the camper, and we had the guitar, and we were talking about something. And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, like you can, like this is the harmonic of that. So like you can trace a scale back and do this, and then pinch harmonics." And I was starting to talk about all that shit. He's like, "Hey, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, I'm not gonna remember anything you tell me. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about." And dude,
Yeah.
I'd been going like I was talking for a while,
yeah.
and finally he just like, "I'm shutting it down,
Yeah.
shutting it down."
It's smart. You probably would have went on for another hour and a half or so.
Yeah, because he wasn't even making eye contact with me. He was clearly like talking to himself, reading like out of the book, but like he was a professor teaching a class, and I just wasn't even there. You know, I'm like, just chat, stop.
He did. He
Yeah.
just shut it down. He's like, just stop.
So Bobby told me last week on the show, or he told me after the show, he said, I'm censoring the comments. He says I need to not do that. So every comment that comes along the screen will be posted. I guarantee it. We're not going to censor anything. That's not what we do. We let it all hang out.
Right. Yeah, because I was very disappointed in that regard.
You know, the problem is sometimes
Bobby, what comment of yours didn't show
I
up?
wanted to hear a Halloween story. I didn't get to hear one, so I just figured.
I didn't. You know what? I didn't see that until I looked that night.
That's because Dave was deleting them.
I wasn't deleting them. I have the ability to bring them back up at any point. Jason wants to come on the show. He wants a link. He's not going to get it. Sorry, Jason.
I feel like every 3 episodes, he's like, "Send me a link."
Yeah, he gets real adamant about it.
Yeah,
Jay, I thought Jay was live like 10 minutes ago.
He probably was. He
Jay,
probably was. But the problem was he didn't
want to spend time with us. You got money to make.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. He's got flights to prepare for and speeches to write. I mean, don't waste your time on a podcast.
All right, Bobby. So now that we got Dave's hatred out of the way,
okay.
what subject one?
Okay, the first one is something I talked to you about, Chad. It's the Dutch Brothers stickers. Okay.
What?
This is part of my segment and what the world needs to hear. Okay.
Okay.
So, the world. No one gives a fuck about your Dutch Brothers sticker on the back of your car. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
When you woke up that day and you said, "Hey, I got this Dutch Brothers sticker," it's something I care about so much. It's something I live my life by, that you have to fucking put it on the back of your car so everyone knows.
What sticker are you referring to?
Dutch Brothers coffee sticker.
Dude, drive around, you'll see a Dutch Brothers sticker on someone's car. Then look at
I guess I just haven't looked enough.
Oh, okay. You're gonna see it now.
You're gonna see him now, man. You're gonna see him.
That the one thing that they care about more than anything in life is to let everyone know how much they love Dutch Brothers. Okay, they could put their dead grandmother's face on their car. They could have put the cross.
How much
their
more?
Favorite football team, their kid's name, but they fucking get a Dutch Brothers sticker and put it on their car. It drives me insane. Another thing, I get it. Like, your friend had a motorcycle and you maybe rode a dirt bike once in your life. You don't have to have a Fox sticker either. Okay? And you're not sponsored by Monster. You're not. So stop.
Speaking of, did you see that gentleman on the Stockton PD Facebook page? He's got a big old monster tattoo on his face, and everyone online just started roasting him.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
So, dude, that's one thing I can't stand is, especially when they cut me off,
Dude, to back you up, me and John were going to, this was when we lived down there. We were going somewhere. He's like, and I'm like, what? He's like, stupid. I'm like, what? He's like, 13.1. I can't believe anybody would put a fucking 13.1 sticker on their fucking rig. Like, Hi, I only did half of something. It's a half marathon sticker. 13.1 means you ran half marathon. 26.2 is a marathon. He's like, can you imagine? Like, 13.1.
I
Like-
thought it was Bible scripture, you know?
I
Like,
thought it was like your alkaline, like that water they used to drink.
your pH levels.
Yeah, pH
Watch.
level.
Hey, dude,
Yeah.
we're all going to be fucking looking at so many stickers now, being like, damn, it is crazy. Bobby was going off about this because he was pissed off about this guy that parked at the gas pump
Yeah.
and went and got a burrito and never filled up and then left blocking me out.
Yeah, Charles. Parked at the only diesel pump, which I'm not like one of those guys, and I know you guys all know him. The guy who drives a diesel, and then he comes into a gas station like hot already. He's hot. He's looking around to see if anyone fucking parked at that pump.
Yeah.
And when he does, he sees someone that's parked there. He fucking just sits there, revs his engine a little bit, gets out, stares at him. He's that guy looking for that. You know, I'm not that guy. I wasn't looking for it. I was patient. I sat there. I'm sitting there listening to music. I'm cool. I'm chilling. And I'm like, oh, he must go in and pay for his gas. Okay. He's at the fucking burrito truck, and then he just walks back, and I saw him pull up and drives away. Didn't get
Shit, Bobby.
He goes, I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. Okay. He's hungry.
Yeah.
He's going to get a burrito. Then he's going to pump the gas.
Right.
Chad, can you see this guy?
Yeah, I can see him.
Big old monster tattoo right on his face.
Yeah.
Let's make this guy real big.
What are you getting trouble for?
You know what?
Gang violence, you know.
Let's be honest, man. I think that dude's got some bad allergies.
He was crying.
His eyes look watery and pink, man. He got probably bad pollen count.
How many tattoo artists do you think are sick of doing those little eyebrow tattoos that say like bad bitch and bad baby? You know, like someone probably walks in and be like, hey, I got this really unique tattoo I want to get. I want to get like.
Well, they're all startup tattoo artists because like when they get good, they won't do shit like that.
Yeah.
They want people to see the work. Dude.
Hey, why did
The
J-Dub
dude
call me?
Huh?
J-Dub's trying to call me.
He's on it. He wants to get on
I
this shit.
can't answer, Jay.
Dude, my brother, the dude that did my brother's first tattoos, my brother let his friend.
Uh-oh, Chad.
Jason's.
Did we lose Chad?
It's Jason. Jason's sabotaging us.
He's sabotaging us.
Mm-hmm.
Chad, whenever you come back, I'm going to kick you out right now. We'll bring you back. We want to hear this story. There's our buddy.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you were bringing up your topics. Now,
yeah. So that was my first topic. Just, you know, I'm sick of people focusing on shit that doesn't matter in life. You know.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of what irritates me when I see stuff like that. It's like you can't even get your life together. You can't. You look like shit. You don't do anything to invest in yourself, but you buy a fucking sticker and put it on your car.
Jay, you got to stop calling us.
He
You're
kicked me
kicking
out.
us
It kicked
of
me
the
out of the
podcast.
fucking thing. I was telling a story, and then I'm like, "What the fuck? Stream is over."
See?
You know, Bobby, the other day, so I went to the cannabis club.
Where you at, Dave? I can't see you.
You can't see me, huh?
No, I was
All right. Well, we're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this. Boom. Am I there?
No, Chad's there. Hey, Chad. Chad's dancing. There's Dave. Okay.
All right, we're back. We are back officially. J-Dub, you really
Fucking
really-
on a rampage.
get me on.
He's fucking going nuts. Yeah, it's hard to talk with 3 people, let alone 4, bro.
Yeah. I mean, we got to have some really good internet with all 4 people to make that happen.
Yeah, that's true. The stream's crazy.
But the other day at the cannabis club, this lady, right? She's getting ready to pull in this parking spot and she's not even near it, but you could tell like I'm watching from a distance. I could tell she wanted to park there. And this other lady just comes up and she had the right of way and she pulls into the spot. Well, they're both going to the cannabis club. Now keep that in mind. The one lady gets out of her car and the other lady goes and bangs on her window and she's like, hey, I was going to park there. I have my kid in the car. And first, why are you bringing your kid when you're going to pick up your weed? And second of all, who cares? You parked right next to her. What's
Couldn't afford a babysitter because she's got to spend it on the dime bag, bro.
But it was the most ridiculous like thing I've ever seen, and they were about to fight over this shit over a parking spot at the weed club.
They should.
People are fucking retarded, bro.
Yeah,
that's it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sitting in on my computer with my thumbs going.
I'll be on
for. He's going crazy.
Now he's trying to sell.
What is he going to say for 5 minutes? Like
he is the best closer. What he doesn't realize, this is the funniest thing. He doesn't realize he has a link to the show.
He said earlier in the comment that he was in the waiting room. He said, "I'm waiting."
He's not in the waiting. He's just excited.
Oh my God.
Oh man. But so Bobby, back to your topics. Let's keep going with those. I'm digging them.
Stickers on the fucking goddamn.
All right, you're gonna like this one, okay? This is a hypothetical. If you want to look at it like that, you know. But I want to know your favorite fighter or combat athlete of all time, a real one or a fake one, doesn't matter, and who would win in a fight.
I got mine.
Go, Dave.
Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris would kick everyone's ass.
Shit.
Yes, he would. Delta Force. He was a Marine. He fucking saved a lot of people. He was a karate expert in every fucking movie, and he was a cowboy.
Yeah.
Had cowboy boots on, kicking people in the face.
I'm embarrassed to say mine. Like the only like one that ever stuck with me and like inspired me my whole life, and I forgot for a long time, but I was huge on Jean-Claude Van Damme. But in real life, I don't think he could fight worth the fuck. Chuck Norris would fuck Jean-Claude Van Damme up.
That's the thing. It's if you took them out, you took that skill set out of the movie and put them in real life.
Ooh.
You think Van Damme?
Chuck Norris.
Van Damme versus like GSP? That would be like very similar.
Man, Van Damme gonna fuck them all up. I think he'd take Chuck Norris, man. I mean, he's got dance.
Not with those boots.
Slick.
He'd catch one heel to the face and be done.
No, Chuck Norris would be too busy like fucking thinking. Like, you know, staring into the distance. He'd be staring off.
Yeah, staring a hole in that motherfucker.
Pow, fucking pow, like a banana tree. Cut him down, bro. Inspirational shit. Van Damme would fly Chuck Norris to fucking
Thailand,
bro, and fight him in a fucking
Van Damme versus Chuck Norris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Who you got?
So listeners out there, that's something we need answers on.
Yeah. We need you guys.
Van Damme versus Chuck Norris poll on Center in the Saint, bro. We'll put the results in next week. That is great, Bobby. That is great.
Yeah, that's a good poll. Yeah, but I'm going off potential, and I feel like Chuck Norris he hit the ceiling. I mean, he didn't have much more to give, right?
Van Damme never did basic cable.
Okay, Van Damme, yeah, he was still a young guy. Now he just parties in Vegas, so he kind of let himself go.
He'd been for a while.
But Will Smith's kid and Karate Kid has a lot of potential.
Oh my gosh!
Right?
Aiden?
Oh yeah,
what's his name? Jaden Smith.
I didn't see the remake.
The kid's a loser. Okay.
What?
He's a loser. I don't think he's that tough.
You guys
First of all, you imagine being a kid from America growing up in communist China, okay, and then getting beat up by all those Chinese kids, and then
I did watch the remake of Karate Kid. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, but Van Damme would fucking just slap him.
Yeah.
Now he's older. No, he has potential. He's still growing.
Hey, dude, you guys want to know a secret
from Austin Powers?
Well, they remade it. They remade Will Smith's song.
Yeah.
But when he had his kid,
Mini-Me.
Yeah, but before, Will Smith with Jaden, dude, they were on there And what's up? What's up? Yeah,
Well,
I
hello
seen it.
there.
Huh?
I said,
Mrs.
well,
Fox.
hello.
Hello. Um, fucking dude, that song when it come out, I remember hearing it and hearing it again, bro. I started crying in my living room. And I went out, I swear to God, dog, it struck me deep, bro. I was like, oh, I went out to hug my dad. And he goes, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck is
Wait,
wrong
was
with
this
you?
before or after you saw Austin Powers?
This is before Austin Powers was
Oh,
out
okay.
with that song, bro. It was like this song just came out and like it hit me. I think I was just hitting puberty or something. It made me cry and shit. I was like, fucking love my days like my best friend is him and me. And
Isn't
I
that
went out
isn't
crying.
that like a smooth jazz song, kind of?
Nah, it's hip hoppy, man. Him and I, just you and I, some shit.
Let
Like
me
that's
pull
all
it
I
up
can
right
It's
remember.
like
now.
Peter Frampton smooth jazz.
No, it's not like Peter Frampton
Yeah,
smooth jazz at all.
it's like a
I don't even
mashup.
know how those, I don't even think they dance in the same room. Oh shit.
You said it's called Him and I.
You know what?
Just the two of us.
Just the two of
Just
us.
two
Just
of us.
the
We can make
building
it.
castles in the sky. Yeah,
Yeah,
just the
but it
two
has
of
that
us.
like it has that Simon and Garfunkel softness to it,
I feel like
with a
you're
little
just throwing
Peter
out
Frampton and
erroneous old
yeah,
school
you
names, bro.
throw
Like
in
it's kind of like a cross between Elton John and Cat Stevens.
you throw Simon Garfunkel, Peter Frampton, and some of Dave's tuning
Hey,
in, and you
you know
got it.
who's underrated? You know who's underrated? Hall and Oates.
I love Hall and Oates.
Hall and Oates. It's a bitch, girl, and you're gone too far, but you know it
Yeah.
don't matter anyway. You can rely on the old man's money.
Yeah.
You can rely on the old man's money. It's a
It's
bitch,
a bit.
girl. That's a good fucking song, man.
Yeah, we're just really getting into the music tonight. I wasn't
It's
expecting,
fucking
Chad. You would have your guitar ready.
I put it away. I put it away. I
That's
didn't want to be sitting here plunking on shit.
He got me all excited, Bobby. When I first got into the chat room, he had the guitar going. So
I know he was playing when I called him too. Yeah. So did you guys listen? That was another thing on my list was.
Did we listen to what? Okay, well, get it.
Yep, that's me. Hello.
Hello.
Bobby Boucher.
This is Bob Boucher. That's my fantasy football. My fantasy football name this year is
Uh-huh.
Robert Boucher Jr. And they're all giving me shit in the beginning because I picked 3 kickers and 3 defenses, which is legendary, right? Because
Yes, because they can't get COVID. Not all
yeah,
of the guys can get COVID, so they're still
so
going to do good.
I maintained the strength in kicking department and in defense, and now I'm leading. I'm in second place in the league. Dave is in last place.
Very, very last place. It's embarrassing.
People are in your what kind of league are you? I've never played fantasy football, but I think I get how it works.
It's like all of our buddies in the league. Greg's in it, Sean's in it, Brett's in it. You know, a few other guys from Lincoln
Yeah, a
and
couple
stuff like
dudes from
that.
high school.
Who's what future husband? What'd you say?
A couple dudes from high school.
Oh, I thought you said so and so's future husband. I'm like, what?
Yeah, probably.
No.
Yeah.
Uh,
Brett is in there. Brett's in there, so
Yeah.
you know what's going on with him.
And Greg.
Yeah, Greg too.
how competitive is Greg with fantasy?
I thought this was, they're all
Greg's very competitive.
Yeah,
I think the problem is with this league is they're all pretty much stoners, and so it doesn't really get exciting at all.
Yeah, dude, I remember going over to their fucking house for Super Bowl with Victoria, and me and Victoria were looking at each other like, "What the fuck?" They're like, "Hey, want to go do a dab?" And they'd go out in the garage, and like everyone's just so fucking stoned, and I'm like, I look like I'm fucking on crystal meth or something, like all tweaking, and then like Greg's brother was just like, I don't think he moved out of the chair for like 3 hours, bro. Like,
Right.
I'll never forget that. You guys were all so high, dude. And I'm like, I was looking at Victoria. I was like, I think I might just fucking smoke, just to knock my
get
dick
on our level.
so I can assimilate, like, because I'm not on this level, man. I'm having beers getting up. Oh shit.
Yeah.
So we got fuck your stickers on your car. unless it's your dead grandmother's face. We got fucking Chuck Norris kicking or losing to Jean-Claude Van Damme. Dave, you writing that down? You gonna do that poll? You got to put that poll on. Okay. And
Also, don't forget,
we got fucking.
You can't go to the taco truck if you're parking at the gas pump.
Yeah, well, yeah, dude, there's that one right there on Hammer in 99. You know, it's a small.
Well, if you here's the principle of that. If you park at a gas pump, get gas.
Yeah.
Get fuel. Don't block a pump if you ain't getting fuel.
Yeah.
Well, how do you guys feel about the air pump? I park at the air pump a lot of times and just jump out.
I feel like it's all good until the day it's not, and when it's not, you're like the biggest dick in the world.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but dude, you know the people that park at the air pump and the water pump a lot are people that shouldn't be driving. They probably don't have registration on their car. They're always fucking with their car. So I don't care. I park there sometimes just to fuck with them. You know, let their car overheat a little bit. You know, maybe they should take it to the shop or change the oil. Do something.
Do something.
That's a totally different.
Okay. I feel a little better about that.
You park there wherever you want. Walking in, asking for tokens and shit, like
asking for tokens. It's true.
Yeah,
dude, I've been so mad before. I'm like, hey, can you turn the air pump? They're like 50 cents. I'm like, it does not cost fucking 50 cents to turn the fucking air pump. I just bought $100 in fucking gas. Turn the fucking air pump on, like you motherfuckers. Because I feel like they judge you. They're like, oh, yeah. You do got some money. Give me fucking 50 cents for that air. No, fuck you, man. Turn the fucking air on.
The best was going to get air with Bobby's dad. Bobby's dad would like cuss him out, start quoting the laws on him with the air pump in California.
Well, I remember
you know what? I think Bobby's lying too. I bet he cried to that song too when it come out.
I did.
We're on the same.
We were blowing up our tubes in Manteca one time, and we were drunk. I don't know who was with us, but Kenny was there, and we took our tubes to that gas station to fill them up, and the lady came out yelling at us saying we couldn't fill them up because we didn't get any gas. So we went and we gave a person $1 that was like filling up their tank. We like gave him $1, and we said we paid for like a gallon over there, and she called the cops on us, and the cops came and we're like, no, we gave the guy $1. He's like, okay, you guys are good.
First of all, fucking eat shit and die, bitch.
Yeah, like, I know.
Oh, look at these horrible kids filling up tire tubes. Like, how fucked up is your life to where that's a big event to where you're gonna call the fucking cops?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Filling up fucking inner tubes to go float down the river. I'd be like, you know what? Fuck it. Why don't you take this free 20-pack?
Yeah, I mean, we were 25, but whatever, you know.
No, I mean, you know, yeah. But, still, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I feel like every age is great. Like every age that I see that, no matter what age I am, if I see somebody filling up tire tubes, I'm like, good time. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't out putting stickers on rigs.
Yeah,
okay?
and the bike tubes kind of keep you up, you know, they're small, but when you float with them, I'm just
bike. I was like, bike tube? What the fuck, bro? I was like, is that what you were saying?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, like I was saying, that Sturgill Simpson bluegrass album just came out, and I think it came out on the 15th. But so I was listening to him today. This bluegrass album, was all a contest or a challenge that he did with his fans. So during his last like tour of the year, because of the virus and shit, he didn't have any money coming in. He wanted like help with tornado shit, you know, in his home state. So he told his fans that if they buy T-shirts from him, he'll come out with a album this year. And he made these T-shirts. They were like Daddy Dick's like survival school or something like that. It was like just a joke, and he sold like 250,000 shirts.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah, and then he came out, and then he hired the best bluegrass players in the nation and made an album in like a couple months.
That's pretty tight.
Sturgill Simpson is Wheeler Walker Jr., right?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, still Sturgill Simpson is Sturgill Simpson.
But Okay, so who's Wheeler Walker Jr.?
He's like a comedian.
Yeah, he's a comedian, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Sturgill Simpson is legit. He's
Oh, is Wheeler Walker Jr.?
no.
Let's put it into it all.
Go Google
Can you
right now.
can you pull up Sturgill
Google.
Simpson's face?
Yeah.
I know Sturgill Simpson's amazing. I'm just saying that. Have you listened to Wheeler Walker Jr.'s background music? The country musicians that are in his songs?
No, not really.
Listen to it and you're gonna realize, like, oh shit.
What are you talking about as far as his
The
abstract
mu-
kind of shit?
no, the musicians that play his music is like pure country. Like it's real, but then his lyrics are the comedy
Yeah.
part of it.
I know who you're talking about, but they're different guys for sure.
Yeah,
So this
Sturgill
is
Simpson.
Sturgill.
For a while, Sturgill Simpson was doing like I can't even. It's like it was like
I thought that Sturgill Simpson invented the Wheeler Walker Jr. character to
no.
specifically talk shit.
There's something here that says Sturgill Simpson tells Joe Rogan how he, let's clickbait that, nearly killed a home invader. Yeah.
They're two different people.
Oh, okay.
There is Granger Smith. Granger Smith is that other redneck dude. Granger Smith plays him. I forget. But Sturgill Simpson. So Sturgill Simpson, uh, he was a sailor. He was in the Navy, and then he got out, and then he started doing country when he was in the Navy, but he got out, and then a lot of the stuff he did is not in the mainstream country. So he wasn't getting any like awards at award shows. They weren't playing him on the radio. They still don't play him on the radio.
That's the fucking Wheeler Walker Jr. thing.
Hang on. We're gonna myth bust this here pretty soon.
So
I'm doing my research.
did you listen
pull
to
up
Wheeler
Will
Walker
Walker
Jr.
Jr.'s
on
face.
Joe Rogan?
Huh?
Did you listen to Wheeler Walker Jr. on Joe Rogan?
No, I would listen to Sturgill Simpson on Joe Rogan.
Okay, and Wheeler Walker Jr. was on there as well. And Joe kept trying to say,
No.
"Are you going to give this? Are you going to
Look at
give,
him.
dude?"
They're
No.
I think they were both on, but I don't think they're the same person.
That
Okay,
guy's
but
not even close looking to him.
I'm trying to tell you that Wheeler Walker Jr.'s whole story is based on Sturgill Simpson. So
What?
Wheeler Walker Jr. Yes. So he is the voice fighting back Nashville country because of how wrong they did Sturgill Simpson.
Oh,
Like,
I didn't know that.
he's like talking mad shit because he's like, fuck these motherfuckers, fucking, they don't know real fucking country music. They won't play this. They won't play this shit on the radio if you make real country. And he talks mad shit on Florida Georgia Line, all this shit. So like, my understanding was that he's like the fucking front man of like, fuck all this fake ass country that like Sturgill Simpson and these other guys can't say because then they get banned from fucking Nashville.
No, Sturgill Simpson does say that. But the thing about Sturgill Simpson is that a lot of
Okay,
his
Wheeler Walker Jr. discusses Sturgill Simpson. See, that's where I'm getting this shit from. I could be like reading too much into
We're
it.
gonna play this clip. Thank you, everybody.
We're gonna get pulled from YouTube.
It's all good. We'll get pulled from YouTube. This is from the Joe Rogan Experience.
Talk to me right now. What happened? Well, here's the thing. I don't even mind talking about it. In an interview, I said that he was, this is honestly what I believe. I think he is, and you're gonna laugh when I say it.
Oh my god, this is the CIA thing.
Yeah, something about.
I think he's taking motherfuckers out, and I confronted him about it. Where did you get this information? Well,
all right.
Well, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I fucked up. Maybe I fucking listened to both of them and combined some shit.
But like I was saying, with Sturgill Simpson, part of the reason why he wasn't getting played on any kind of country platform is because a lot of his stuff in the beginning, up until like last year, is really kind of like out. He said he was out of this world. So Joe Rogan likes him because all the stuff he was playing was kind of like spacey. He would play like really, really run out songs with weird instruments, and it wasn't country. It really wasn't. He has a country voice, and some of his songs were country, but a lot of it was just this kind of weird space age kind of country
Like
rock.
15-minute like instrumental songs and things, right?
Yeah, and like what xylophones, like weird
Yeah.
shit, like
Oh yeah.
weird
It's like
sound,
spacey sounding stuff.
like aliens and stuff like that. So that's what Joe Rogan liked about it, because
You could trip off a DMT and
yeah,
really
exactly.
enjoy listening to his music.
But this bluegrass album he just came out with, I can't stop listening to it. I mean, it is so good. Every song.
Was that song Just Let It Go, or Let It Go? Was that off the bluegrass one?
Yeah. And
okay, because I listened to that one and then some other album auto played from 2019. So I didn't listen. I just listened to that song. Then it started playing a bunch of other songs.
No, like I put this on par with like before Chris Stapleton got famous, he was a songwriter, but he also had a bluegrass band too.
Mm-hmm.
And so Chris Stapleton played in a bluegrass band, and that stuff was amazing too. This has a similar sound to it, but with more of a country sound. Than Chris Stapleton has more of a rock voice. To me, he has more of a rock voice because he hits like some of those high rock voices.
Greg Allman.
Yeah, but Sturgill Simpson has like an old Waylon Jennings voice mixed with like some good stuff. So this bluegrass album is as legit as it gets.
Yeah, it's a really good album. I listened to like I think 3 or 4 of the songs on there, and I was pretty impressed.
Yeah,
I like that.
Dave, I can't see you on the screen. Can you see?
Can't see me anymore, huh?
It's just I just got Bobby big. Boom! Now you're there. I was just saying I didn't know how I was looking, but
but yeah, I there's not many bluegrass people out there, like, or it's hard to really, unless you're in that scene, to really know about good new bluegrass music. So, I mean, that was pretty cool that you sent that out to us.
Bobby's about to break the top off that bottle. Oh, he got it.
But yeah, unless you're in the scene, it's hard to really know about the new bluegrass stuff out.
Dude, when I had first bought my truck and I had XM radio in it, I literally listened to bluegrass all the way to work and back for like months, dude. And like, I remember later on, dude, when I was remodeling the Macy's, oddly was he was a laborer that he worked for Labor Ready, and I got him a job at the company. And he was from Jamaica originally and shit like that. And I'm like in there going over all my plans and shit. And he comes in, he's like, "Hey, Chad, asking me what we gotta do." And then on my laptop, dude, I had Pandora Bluegrass station on. And he's like, "Is that bluegrass?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "That's racist, man." And I'm like, "What?" I was like, "It's just fucking bluegrass." He's like, "That's some downwood shit. That's wild, man." Like, it was so funny. He was so taken back. I was like, "Dude, I just like bluegrass." Like, I'll never forget that. The way he said, like he just stopped everything. Like, "Is that bluegrass?" Like, yeah, I like it.
I like it when bluegrass changes it up and plays with different different rhythms and harmonies. I mean, if you listen to like that XM radio or that,
it's all the same.
It's like nonstop.
Yeah,
same
it's
rhythm.
"Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?"
Yeah.
Over and over and over.
Yeah.
I loved it, dude. I was like, "Hi."
I did a job one time up in Sacramento, and the couple was a bluegrass band, and they had instruments like they had like 5 mandolins and guitars and big stand-up basses all through the house. And I think I might have played a song with them before I left their house, but
oh
yeah, it was pretty cool. But they were saying, they said, it's kind of weird, like not that many people are into bluegrass. Because I was like, "What kind of music you play?" And they said, "Bluegrass." I said, "Oh, that's awesome." And we started talking, and they said, "Wow, not that many people know about it."
I feel like bluegrass is definitely one of those things where if you show up to a random bar and there's a bluegrass band playing out back, every girl in that bar is gonna fucking start dancing. And people are gonna start dancing with a few drinks. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just gonna start dancing. Like it's a punk at that point. You know what I mean? It's fucking
when we down in San Diego, they had the Cajun Festival down there, and it was actually I don't know if they just relocated the Cajun Festival, but San Diego had a huge Cajun Festival, and what's that dance called? There's a dance they do in down in Cajun country where they have like the accordions playing and they're dancing.
The polka.
Oh,
No.
fry the lobster.
Fry the lobster?
Yeah, it's the
Is
dance.
that legit?
No,
Yeah.
I forget what the dance is called, but it
Might be lobster boil. That might be what.
this festival dancing put to shame any festival I've ever seen. The way they dance. They danced for 12 hours straight. Like there was couples that flew in from New Orleans, from Louisiana, from Alabama, Mississippi, just to go to this Cajun festival, and they just sat there and danced all day long.
That's crazy.
And they had 5 different Cajun bands come up there, and they all had their accordions, and I forget what the dance is called, but it's like a 2-step, but it's quicker,
Huh.
and then it has like a foxtrot kind of thing going on.
Telling you, it's polka, dude.
No, it's
Dude,
not.
you guys been
That's-
seeing that? Do you guys get that ad all over your Facebook and
That's
shit?
Polish.
The show her off videos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, I just watch them. Like I don't subscribe or nothing, but every time I see them, I get all pumped up. I'm like, Victoria, come here. She's like, what? I'm like, and I'm doing it, and like I always laugh because in my mind I'm like, God damn it, she's doing it wrong. Then I'm like, I've seen her dance with Bobby and every other guy in the world, and I'm like, it's not her. Fuck. Like, but like, dude, there was a badass one where like, so he took her around, brought her back, took her around, then did the boom behind the back thing. Dude, they never one never let go. And I was like, fuck, that's hella tight.
Wendy says it's the Cajun jitterbug.
No, it's not it.
That's not
Cajun
it. Huh?
jitterbug. That makes sense to me though, bro. It sounds like jitterbug.
No,
You might be wrong, Bobby. You might be wrong. I'm gonna go with Cajun jitterbug.
I'm going with the polka.
Cajun jitterbug.
That's Polish.
What is Polish?
The polka. But people polka all over the place.
That's like the old person dance that they do at the Elks Lodge and stuff.
I polka Victoria.
Dave, you could probably find it if you just.
I'm looking into it right now.
Dance, the dance of the Cajun Fest, dance of the Cajun country.
Google the what'd she say? The Cajun what?
Red Hot 2-step.
No, it's also the type of music it is too.
What'd she say? The Cajun
like
bungalow.
No.
A lot of people just call it dance. Yeah, a lot of people call it the 2-step, the waltz.
No.
Yeah, those are popular.
It's the type of music and the dance is the same name.
First of all, bro, I watched last season of Dancing with the Stars, and I've watched like 3 episodes this season. So if I seen it, I'd be able to tell you.
You know what that show her off thing reminds me of? Okay.
What?
It's like this. Okay, you want to be a hockey player, right? And
okay.
you see you go to the ice rink and you see them playing hockey, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, I could do that. I should just go get a hockey puck, maybe just a ball, and we'll just play in the front yard or play in the concrete. And then you get your shoes on and you realize you're just running around. You're not fucking skating. That's what that thing reminds me of. You're not dancing because you can't slide your feet. You're not 2-stepping. You got tennis shoes on. That's not dancing. You're fucking just like doing a workout. And that doesn't look fun. So that's how I feel about that. Okay.
I seen on that video so many moves that I've seen you do. Okay.
No.
Legitimately, I show Victoria. I go, yeah, I've seen Bobby do this. I said, I'm
Bobby,
gonna learn it.
Bobby
I go, babe. How does he do it? She's like,
before that thing came out.
I just said, no, I'm not saying you learn them from the video. I'm just saying the dance moves you're talking shit on, you do.
No, okay.
He knows them all.
Look at their feet. Watch their feet.
No, I get it, but I'm just saying there's certain maneuvers and hand positions. Trust me, dude. I watch dudes that are like making their girl go crazy, and like I'm like, I don't really know if I can be that guy because he's not moving his hips. He's not trying to be sexy. When I dance, I'd like to kind of steal the show myself.
So Chad, if you're playing, are you having fun when you're running around with a hockey stick and hitting a ball? It's not as fun as if you were skating.
Probably more fun, dude. My ankles, like, they're weak, bro. So like when I skate and shit, like it hurts my ankles.
it makes a lot of noise, and then you trip over your shoes because you think you could like stop, and then it's not ice skating.
What? So if I do the show her off with boots on, is all right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's the only
Bro,
difference.
all I'm trying to say is like, here's
That's the only
I
difference,
looked
yeah.
up for the last
You
like
have
3
to have
years.
a dance floor. It's
A
like
dance floor.
it's like doing a jiu-jitsu practice on the grass.
Chad could build a dance
right.
floor.
Dude, you
Very
gotta
quick.
practice somewhere. I can't go. You know what I'm saying? I don't live in Texas.
Look, you're in a concrete shop right now.
I know. Okay, I'm not saying. Okay, I didn't even tell you where we were practicing these dance maneuvers at. All right, so don't be judgmental and call me a carpet cutter. Okay, but
Your
I do.
wife works at the log
I
in.
cut
You guys
rug.
have a beautiful
Okay.
dance floor right there.
Beautiful dance floor.
Well,
I
you
know.
can pour
Don't.
out. Hey, why don't you do that? Why
Yeah.
don't you ask her to dance when she's working? Why don't you sit
I
down?
do.
Sit down in
I
Bud Light
do.
to ask her
I
to dance.
do.
Set down that
You
Bud
son
Light.
of a bitch.
Quit talking to all the.
The whole thing is, bro. Like
We're
I'm
talking to
telling you right now,
that dude
when
that
she's
hasn't
working,
moved in 3
working
years.
in the fucking bar, bro, I'm like the last dude she wants to dance with. I swear to God. Like when I go in the bar, I feel like I ruin her good time. I'm like, fuck. All
Ever
right.
since I broke her ankle, I always feel like very
Yeah,
serious.
you did break her ankle.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
like,
but,
I'm getting text messages like, Dave, the guys are taking me out tonight. I think I was working in Canada at that time or some shit. I'm like, oh, right on, babe. And the next day, she shows me her foot. I'm like, what happened? She's like, I fell.
We went to Idaho a week later. She was limping around the whole time. I felt like shit.
dude, that was my
Yeah.
favorite time watching Dave dance because he went from girl to girl and he would just grab them and then he would be like spinning and sliding and then he would spin them and then they would go spinning and then he would just not bring them back. He would just like let him. He would let him keep spinning off the dance floor and then he would like go grab a different girl, and the girl would turn around and like get all pissed off like what happened? Like
I remember you saying like, you go, dude, Dave, I never heard this word in my life, bro. Like Bobby goes, Dave went full ham. And I remember just dying laughing, like, I don't know what going ham means. I feel like I know what it means, but
I might have played a song or two that night. I don't remember, but
that was during the days when he was having like dance offs with Mr. Buckerfield. So he was really feeling himself those days.
yeah. We remember that there was a house on the 4th of July on the levees that would have a big dance party just because me and Mr. Buckerfield used
I remember
to.
that. Remember when
they're Iranians. I think.
Nick was coming over trying to talk to the girls and he was pissed because none of the girls would talk to him.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck, man? I don't drink shit, but I like fucking pussy. That was before he was a party maniac. Now,
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of those nights where Nick was trying to hit on the girls that we were with.
yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. I remember me and Bobby went through a few stages to where Bobby convinced me we were traveling musicians. That's what he told me. He said,
We brought guitars everywhere.
that was before he played guitar, probably.
No, he played guitar at this time and he would take me to these places. I don't know how I'd end up there, but we'd just be playing music for people. And one time it was downtown at Weber Point. I ended up with a guitar. I'm playing at the hotel for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Another time we set up outside of the Av on Miracle Mile.
That was after the Dirk Spelling concert.
Okay. One time we set up on Miracle Mile and we were jamming out there. People were coming by looking at us like we were crazy.
Yep.
But I wish we could get back to that. I miss those days.
You know why? I was searching for those acoustics, and I knew there was that one little place. Plus, I saw like
Bobby's like
a guy playing the piano in the subway, and all these people were like tipping him and stuff. I'm like, we could do that. Like,
you can get some money.
Yeah. I was like, we'll just go stand up on the street.
Bobby was searching downtown Stockton, and probably in his head, he's like, I'm just trying to find where I'm going to record my album. I like the acoustics of the bus stop right here. This is it.
No, they kicked us out of. Remember where?
Yeah, we were in the parking lot at BJ's.
Yeah,
and we're sitting in the back of our truck, not causing any problems,
like
and
right outside REI, like where REI was.
And the security guard comes up and he's like, "You guys cannot be doing what you're doing." We're like, "We can't be playing music in our truck." And he called security, like lit us up with the red lights and made us leave. And it was ridiculous.
Yeah, we weren't drinking, smoking, nothing. We're just playing guitar.
Once again, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, well, we told them. We told them.
We should, you guys should have, when they called security, you'd have been like, oh, okay, we're gonna call our buddy Greg.
Yeah.
And then just fucking
Unleash
have
Greg.
Greg pull up on a fucking 10-speed just fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like that should be the protocol. If anybody calls security on you guys, you call Greg.
Dude, in high school, Brett used to call me and be like, "Hey, Greg's going crazy at a party. I need you to come get him," because I was the only one that could stop him.
You would just choke him out, though, Bobby.
Yeah, that was the only way to stop him.
It's like Bobby's moves, like choke him out and lure him outside. When Greg wakes up, I'll be on the other side of the door. I'll get him through that door.
And I keep thinking like Greg going through his crazy things was like
a
phase. It wasn't. He's always been like that.
Yeah. No, he's just fucking crazy, bro.
I remember Bobby would choke Greg out at parties left and right, and people would think that we were just the craziest.
We'd be in somebody's fucking house we didn't even know. And then next thing we know, it's like, oh, like who wants to fight the guys that are choking each other unconscious? Like that's like the perspective. Like I was never in on that shit. You guys were. I was just watching. Like what the fuck? Here they go. Bobby and Greg are fucking.
Think about this. In the same night, one time we were in Berkeley. In the same night, Greg had choked. Was holding a ABC officer up against a wall outside a bar, choking him for asking for his ID. And somehow he didn't go to jail. That same night, I'm walking down the street and I'm outside a frat party, and all of a sudden I see these chairs and sofas flying off the third balcony, like the third story balcony. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Like they must be partying up there. Next thing I know, Thomas, Will, Sean, and Greg run out, and they're like, "Fuck, Greg! Why'd you throw that shit off the balcony?"
I went to a baseball game with Greg. We were in the Oakland Coliseum, and as soon as the game was over, everyone's clearing out the stands. Greg jumps on the field and starts like running at the players. Security jumps on the field. They're chasing him. Greg jumps back in the stands. He's running through the stadium. Finally, like 10 guards had to tackle him and pull him away. And I was with Amanda when we first started dating. My cousin was there. He's like, dude, what are we going to do about Greg? I said, hey, if he goes to jail, he goes to jail.
He's been there before.
Yeah, it's all right. So afterwards, they talked to him for like 15, 20 minutes. Then they let him go. And they told him he's not allowed at the Ace Stadium anymore. But he's been there several times since. I don't know how they can enforce that.
Yeah, it'd be pretty hard unless they record him.
The greatest story is when he had long hair and he got in a fight outside a bar in San Jose, and all of a sudden all these cops are like tackling him, and he's drunk and he headbutts one of the cops, like breaks the dude's nose. The cop goes down, like bleeding, and then they're like, "What the fuck did you do that for?" He's like, "I was just trying to clear the hair out of my face."
Oh my god!
Pretty sure he ended up in jail that night too. But
yeah.
Greg's man.
What was the jet ski story with him?
he was riding passenger on the jet ski that day, I believe, right?
I can't.
Yeah. So
worry about him and the jet ski.
So we're out on the Delta. It's 4th of July, I think back in like 06 or something like that. No, yeah, maybe 05. I'm not sure.
Long time ago.
Well, Kenny gets kicked off the island because he had eyes for someone that was off limits. We'll just leave it at that. Someone was off limits. He had eyes for her, and the owner of the island kicked him off. Said you can't come back. So we lost Kenny, and then the next day we go out. And we go out. We go to Lost Isle because Lost Isle was, I think that was one of the last years it was open. But we're partying pretty hardcore at Lost Isle. And
what's up, Alex?
And Chris and Ozzy and Greg decide to go back to the island or something like that, and I stayed there. Well, I ended up in like Manteca that night. I don't know how, but I went from Lost Isle on a boat, ended up in Manteca, and then woke up the next day and I asked, I'm sitting outside my house and I'm sitting there. I have no. Oh, we're gonna keep talking. Yeah, we're gonna keep
Oh,
talking.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Bottle's gone, Allie.
I'm sitting outside my house because all my shit was on the island, and I didn't have a way to get back to the island because I ended up in Manteca. So I'm sitting out there. I don't have my phone. I don't have anything. All my clothes. I'm just in board shorts from partying the day before.
Probably.
Yeah,
Fuck.
and all of a sudden, Chris and Greg get dropped off. I don't know by who at my house. It's like it's like 10 in the morning. They get dropped off at my house and they walk out and they're just in board shorts. They had no shirt, no shoes, just board shorts, and they look tired. They didn't sleep at all. I'm like, and I'm like, where's the boat or where's the jet skis? And he's like, it got impounded. I'm like, it got impounded. He's like, yeah. We rode back to the island. They were trying to ride back to the island. Greg was on the back. Chris was driving. And they got pulled over for going too fast. Chris got a boating under influence for drinking. And then they looked at Greg and they said, can you drive? And they looked at him. He had like a swastika on his forehead and a dick sharpied on his face. From the night before when he fell asleep early, everyone on the island was sharpie. So he partied on Lost Isle all day with Sharpie on his face, and then when the cops looked at him, they said, "You can't drive. You're going to jail too."
Greg, in Greg's defense, he couldn't like physically drive it either, too.
So they both went to jail.
Shut up, Dave.
You know,
Fuck.
I mean,
I've seen Greg do amazing things with that.
Yeah,
Greg-
he's amazing. Thing.
Greg said he got a bologna sandwich. That was the first time he's ever been fed while he's been in jail. Making bologna.
Oh my god.
Well, they didn't have any clothes either. They were just sitting in there in like board shorts.
Yeah.
No shirt.
The funny thing is, I remember Greg, like, it might have been the next weekend or something, but he was like, the way he'll always say it, like, matter of factly, he's like, yeah, went to jail last week and got the jet ski impound. I'm like, for what? He's like, oh, we got pulled over. Like, what the fuck are you talking, dude? You got pulled over and went to jail. Like, there's a story here, motherfucker. Not like that's just, normal Saturday night. Like, not fucking thrown in jail from riding a jet ski. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
The funny thing is
oh my god,
the cops were like asking. I guess they were asking Ozzy like, yeah, don't worry, we're not going to impound it. Your buddy's going to drive it back. And then they turned around and looked at Greg and they're like, yeah, he's not driving.
oh shit, man.
Yeah. I one time we were all at Ski Beach and I tried to pick Greg up on a jet ski. He had like 230 packs and ice and everything, and he's sitting at the dock at Bob's. I borrowed somebody's jet ski. I don't even know who to this day. I've never met the person, but I took his jet ski that was out of gas all the way back to go pick up Greg. Neither Greg or I could figure out how to hold the beer and the ice and get on the jet ski. So it was like a shit show. And so I told Greg, I was like, dude, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to leave you here. I was like, I'll take some of that beer off your hands. So I took one of the cases of beer and I left Greg with a case of beer and ice. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. And so I drive back. Next thing you know, I'm up on the top at Ski Beach taking a piss, and I look over to the left, and these Mexican people come rolling up with Greg. Middle of their boat. And I see Greg trotting through the water.
He's like, I'll show you my tits if you take me to Ski Beach.
He ended up paying him off in like 3 or 4 beers. So it worked out great. Yeah. Funny stories with Greg. You always have a good one.
Dude, I just, for some reason, out of nowhere, I had that. I was thinking about Ozzy and after the softball field when Kenny had that. he was with that one girl that said she was named after the girl that danced on the car in the Cherry Pie song, and
Yeah.
that we got she's my cherry.
Yeah.
Like Kenny goes, I'm gonna run in the house real quick, and she's like, I was named after this song. Turn it up. And I crank it up. And
Allie, you
she's
probably do know. You've seen him plenty of times.
yeah, you know him, Allie. I think you met him. But fucking dude, she's and she's in the back. She's like, and she's got her shirt like
Yeah.
up to her bra and shit, like, and she's swinging her hair like fucking, and I got my radio cranked. We're like, fuck yeah. And Kenny opens the passenger door of the truck and he's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck? Like, and it was his classic, like, I just thought she was a good girl.
Dude, that happened with her a lot. I remember when there's one time we just got done floating and we get out like in Ripon, at that last cornfield or whatever.
Yeah.
We get out and she had got out like 10 minutes before us, so she was already at the truck drinking. And I'm walking up. Kenny's like talking to me, like, yeah, man, I really like her, and she's changed a lot. And I swear to God, we look up and she's dancing on top of the truck with like her tits coming out and like, and Kenny looked at, he's like, fuck.
You were in the truck with me that night, huh? Wasn't that after Field of Dreams? Yeah.
No, that was a different girl, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was another one that Kenny and Chris were like going back and forth between. I know.
Yeah. She was going crazy. Yeah. Dude, we got so fucked. You made me late for work. That was like a Sunday night.
That was like my first time there, I think, too. I didn't realize you're like right in the middle of the field.
I remember we seen some dude take a hopper straight to the face. Remember that?
No.
Dude, it was a fucking line drive straight off the fucking infield. Bow, blasted his face and his nose was like exploded. And we're like, fuck. And we're laughing, we're drinking. Then we go inside, we find that indoor soccer stadium place. And we were watching that. Dude, we pounded so much fucking beer. We drank remember we each had we got a 12-pack and you're like, okay, we got to pound these before we go in. So we just each drank 6 beers fucking like in like 20 minutes, bro. And then walked in. Like, yeah. Oh, man.
Well, that was back in the day when,
We never enjoyed beers back then. We always just slammed them as fast as we could.
I enjoyed them.
Every one of them, Dave.
I don't know. I just remember shotgunning every single beer. Like,
well, that's because you had to get
beer with Kenny.
We only had so much time.
I would not walk into a bar unless I was like already there.
Dude, that's what I swear to God. Our house, like, we used to laugh like the hockey game thing. Like the hockey game pregame ritual, like we'd call pal, we'd set him up for a time, taxi cab. We would not leave the house unless we had 5 beer bongs and at least 3 shots. Like that was the minimum. Whatever else you're drinking, but like that's the pregame party. Like you gotta, and every time we'd go to a party, dude, I like, I don't know where I come up with this rule, but I was like, we have to eat, like before we leave, we have to have at least 5 drinks, 5 shots, 5 beers, whatever. Beers don't count as a full one. It's like, like we, it was like my main one before, and I remember it, like my main like algorithm for going to a party was 5 beers and 3 shots. And then I would leave to the party.
I remember there was a lot of times where we'd be like, all right, where are we going tonight? Chad would be like, yeah, we're going to hit this party up. And then, it's like 12:30. It's past midnight and we're still drinking, and I'm like, Chad, we can go. Yeah, man, we're going to that party. We're going to that party.
Allie wants to go to the show.
Yeah, but yeah, Chad was sticking to his regiment. He had to get everything,
Got a pregame strong. Nothing, because I'll tell you right now, what I hate is walking into a party sober.
Oh, that's
and everybody's fucked up having fun.
Yeah.
Hell no. I want to walk in and own that fucking room. Be like, fuck yes, motherfuckers. And it's nice depending on your timing, because maybe it's starting to die out. Maybe people are like, oh, looks like it's going to be an early night. And then boom, fire walks in the door and it's like, let's fucking burn this motherfucker down.
Wait, was it you and me or you and me and Dave when we're at that house and the cops are outside and we're like walking to the car. All
Oh, I was there.
acting like we were drunk, and we're like, yeah.
You guys were both training for the fight
Yeah.
at the time.
And
Yeah.
the cops are like, "What are you guys drinking?" And we're like, "Nothing." They're like, "No, really, what are you drinking?" We're like, "Nothing, man." We're like,
I forgot about that.
Remember that?
Dude. Yeah.
I remember that. I was wearing glasses at that party, and you guys came up to me like, "The fuck, you don't wear glasses? Those aren't yours." You guys were just making fun of me the whole night over
I
the
think
glasses.
that was
Must have been
the
Bobby.
It was a
famous
Halloween
night.
party.
I think that was the famous whipped cream night. If I
No,
no,
that was
wasn't.
no, that was a different night. That was just a regular. I think it's just a party of some
Okay.
sort.
That, yeah, and I left early that night.
Oh,
You
did you?
fucker. That was, you know what night that was? That was the night my sister said she wanted to go out with us.
Oh,
Remember? And I was like a total, like my sister, well, she was being retarded. Like she kept talking shit on every girl there. I think we were at Luna's house and she was talking shit on like every girl there. And then remember, we set up the fan upside down at the door to where when girls walked in, it immediately blew their skirts up. It was it was like the best move ever, bro.
good one.
It was one of those floor box fans. And we fucking turned it. We put it right there. Every time a girl walked in, it went, woo. And dude, she was talking shit. And I snapped on her and I was hella mean to her. And I remember Bobby's like, dude, that's your sister. Like, I was pretty mean. And I go outside to find her because she left and she was like crying, asking people for a ride home, random strangers. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like maybe I was a little mean. And but we talked through it. But I remember like that's what made me end up leaving early that night.
We
You guys
talked through it.
um,
What's your guys' favorite drinking game?
drinking. Log in, Tom's. Oh, that's a bar, my bad.
If you can get people to sit and actually do it, I mean, I think King's Cup is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Because once you start getting into all the rules and all that kind of stuff, like there's some funny rules.
Ah, that's a dentist out there.
Dennis?
Hey, what was that game we played on that Halloween at your house, Chad? When we played live music for everybody, and we played some game. There was hell cups everywhere, and we were all just throwing balls and bouncing them and stacking them, and I can't remember what it was.
Oh, when we learned it from Amanda, bro. It's oh my god. It's not Pyramid. What the fuck is the name of it? That game is so much fun. So you guys, there's a circle full of cups that are full of beer. And what you have to do is you keep bouncing the ball into your cup. And if you get it first try, you hand that cup to, there's two cups going around in the circle. And if you get it first try, you can hand the cup wherever you want it. If someone in front of you is trying to bounce it in and you make it, you stack their cup and then they fucking drink hide the pickle. But fuck, dude, that's a fun ass game. I forget the name, but I think my favorite that game's hella fun. But then I like slip and slide, flip cup.
For pure competition, flip cup is pretty fun.
Yeah.
Well, I look the slip and slide flip cup is the shit, man, because it always turns into a shit show at the end of the slip and slide. As the water builds up, it gets muddy and grassy. Everyone's eating shit trying to jump up and flip that cup. Dude, for Axel's fucking 3rd birthday party, we had the jumper with the slide.
Keep going, Chad.
Yeah.
We had the jumper with the slide, and then we set up slip, slide, flipping cup. So you slide, and then you'd hit the slip and slide, and then do the flip cup, dude. It was hella fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we had that video that we have on somebody's Facebook. It pops up every so often. Yeah. When I see that video, it's pretty tight. Like we pulled it off.
Fucking Lindsay and Victoria's thighs just slamming on the ground. They got no fucking clue how to just like head first slide. They would basically, dude, they would be sliding on their hands in a handstand position, and their entire body would land on their thighs. Just pow! Yeah. They bounce, slide 2 feet, and then get up and flip the cups. And they were like, fucking never knew nothing. The second knuckle deep. That's fucked up. Okay, you guys traumatized me that fucking day.
Oh man, that brings up a weird point.
All the games you boys play.
Yeah. The
That's
games
dude.
we
My
play.
dad. See, like the reason I never play fucking drinking games, my dad would be like, every time, bro. You know, I've been around forever. There's always someone that wants to play a drinking game, right?
Yeah.
Anytime there's a social gathering, someone's like, "Hey, let's play a drinking game." My dad be like, "Huh? Why? Because you don't know how to fucking drink without playing a game? I don't need a fucking game to tell me when to drink if I can fucking drink. What the fuck do I want to play a fucking game for? It tells me when I can and when I can't drink. You know, so like that was always in the back of my mind every time someone said, let's play a drinking game. I heard my dad like talking shit.
You know, the first time I met you, or the first time we hung out after that jiu-jitsu tournament, Chad, we played the roulette with the copper things.
Oh, well, that was tight. You just spun it and you fucking, yeah.
That was
Remember, we all did the 100 shots of beer, didn't we? The Century Club.
Yeah,
we've done that several times.
Dude, that's fucking a lot of dedication. 100 minutes, you guys. For those out there that don't know what the Century Club is, the Century Club means it's shots of beer, and you think it's fucking easy? Try it, motherfuckers. Someone hit me up.
It's hard. I've seen some of the best drinkers I've ever met. They stop
It is.
80. You know,
It's fucking hard. Every minute on the minute, you can't like skip 2 minutes and take 2 shots of beer. No, every minute you have to take 1 shot of beer for 100 minutes.
Spin the dildo
for fact. Spin the dildo.
And there's Chad's first F word of the
games
night.
are for fags. Meanwhile, he says to 3 other guys, "Do you want to play spin the dildo?" Come on, bro. He's all, but it's double-ended. It's only game pushback, right, Dennis?
Yeah. I think that the older I get, like the more I appreciate those drinking games and fun fucking, you know, like
dude, I had
flip cup and all that.
I had hella fun. We played like when I heard about the game, every time I heard about it for years, it sounded like the stupidest, dumbest fucking game to me. Then I was sober, picking up actually Eva to drive her home one night. My dad's birthday last year. And they were all playing Cards Against Humanity. And I sat there for 40 minutes dying laughing, bro, watching them play. And then I finally played it, drinking. Double Dill's the best, Allie.
That bottle of wine's kicking in.
Yeah. You gotta love the audience tonight.
She's a scissor,
you guys need
bro.
to show up every night, okay?
Yeah, you guys need to bring it. That's why I'm saying Thursday, Friday nights are lit, bro. Like people are in.
I told
this
you
ain't no Sunday night fucking bullshit. Yeah, no eye contacts and not gay. Just look away. That's what I say, man. It's like the light switch. You don't know who's doing it or what's going on. It just feels good.
Yeah. You just wake up, walk a little funny, whatever.
Oh my God, dude. I forgot what the fuck I was saying.
Keep that stayed heart close, Dave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah,
I flew with it on the plane. I just forgot to take a picture.
You guys want to hear something crazy? So I've gotten this place I've gotten it on planes and all this stuff because it's a pendant. And the one place that gave me grief over it, believe it or not, was the marijuana facility. He goes, "Let me see your necklace," and I showed him, and he goes, "I know it's not a weapon, but can you tuck that in?" And I'm like, "Good eye, buddy." Like I respected him because he's the only person, dude, that has ever said anything to me like that. So good eye, buddy.
Yeah, because I mean, if you took it in,
he's scared.
If you took it in, then I'm totally safe. Like I would have respected him less.
Well, he could tell because I was like, it's just a necklace, man. He's like, yeah, maybe you're right.
I think you're not allowed back there anyways.
Like when Dave's finger.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So I was laughing. I don't know if you guys seen this. I'm just bringing it up because to me it's fucking hilarious. Okay, we all know that Henry Cejudo retired, right?
Yeah.
You guys see his Instagram lately?
What is he wants to come back because he wants to be the greatest ever?
Nah. You guys remember what he was saying when he retired?
He was trying to get a fight with the chick, right?
Well, no, it was all that stupid shenanigans. But what happened is, like, so 3 months prior to this, his whole Instagram, instead of him doing all these crazy ass wrestling moves and drills, turned into him hanging out with his girl over and over and over. And he was talking about how happy he was. He finally had a girlfriend. And when he retired, he's like, I got me a good girl now. I'm just gonna spend time with her. I just want to. All he would talk about is that girl. Well, on his Instagram, he fucking dude, it's the saddest shit ever. He's like, now that I'm single,
Oh,
I'm just hanging out, living life, but the dolphins all love me. And it's him swimming with dolphins, sitting next to a seal, which like the seal looks like it's fucking like 2 feet taller than him, bro. And like he's just with these dolphins, and I'm like, he fucking retired, relinquished his belt to go pursue happiness with his girl. And the moment he got out of the spotlight, stopped fighting, she's like,
Yeah.
fuck you. I
yeah.
never realized how annoying you are.
Annoying
I'm
as
gone.
fuck.
Yeah.
And now he's single without a belt.
That sucks.
Well, now
Dude,
he's
it's like,
gonna come back now, and
that's what I'm saying. He's gonna come back, but I wish like you got like because in my mind, I remember watching like I'd always his shit would always pop up, and then I seen like him with the girl, and then all of a sudden he retired, and I'm laughing. I'm like, dude, he got some good, but he finally. I feel like he was competing his entire life, wrestling, getting an Olympic gold medal. Like maybe he lost his virginity to her. Like he never got laid his entire life, and he's just like, I'm an Olympic champion. How come no one wants to fuck
yeah,
me? And then he
he's
gets to
gonna
the
go
UFC
down.
and he wins one belt. No one wants to fuck me. He wins the second belt. Finally, a girl fucks him. He's like, yes, I can stop
Triple
training and
C.
retire.
Yeah.
And she
He's gonna go
dumps
down
it.
as the only fighter that's not gonna get mentioned as like one of the greatest of all time, just because people think he's so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I
like no
mean,
one even mentions him. He's a triple champ, and they're like,
he's
I
a
mean, he's
double.
little.
He got the Olympic gold medal, but I mean,
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like you're only a triple champ if you're in the same discipline. Yeah.
Did you guys see John Jones squatting 515 pounds on
He
Instagram?
was doing that before, right before he popped for Turinabol against
Well,
DC on his comeback.
this was the weird thing about it. So he does this squat, right? He walks away, he does this big scream and everything. Then this little guy, or a guy that's like way smaller than John, goes and does the exact same squat, made it look easy, like it was nothing.
Well, short guys can
Yeah.
squat way more easier. They don't have to travel as far.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, they're like tree stumps, bro. But like seriously, like super, their squat is like so they
3-inch
can do
drop
squat
compared to
way more. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's squatting big weight. He's looking for a comeback. I'm excited that Adesanya is going to go win his belt at 205. I
You think he's gonna beat Blachowicz?
Yeah, I really do. I think he's stylistically got the uniqueness in his game. His stand-up's weird.
Yeah,
You know,
I don't think Blachowicz is gonna have any more strength than like Paulo would have. You know,
Yeah.
in the strength game.
Yeah.
And Adesanya just tore him apart. So
Yeah.
And if he gets to put on a little bit of weight, who knows how good he's gonna be.
Exactly. So. I mean, I don't know how heavy he's gonna get, but I mean,
he's tall. Isn't he like 6'4"?
He's pretty tall. Yeah, he's got to be. He could fight 205 easily. He's just got to gain the weight.
I think he's 6'4".
Yeah,
close to it.
I think if he gained a little bit of muscle, you know, like muscle, weight, like everything all together, because he's pretty skinny. That's the downside.
You got a Budweiser?
We're good, Jack. November 2nd, 2020.
Oh, why'd you get those?
I don't know how long it's been in my fridge, but there was for some fucking reason there's 2 Sierra Nevadas in there. That was from when you were here, Bobby. I think those were Erica's.
Not for me.
What?
That's not for me.
I think they were Erica's.
No, she does not drink that.
I feel like they're from you because I mean I don't have any other visitors coming up drinking weird stuff talking
All I
about
know is that
it's not a cedar, it's a ale. Nah, fuck those microbrewers. No, Dave, god damn it. It's fucking I'm telling you, look at I have an 805 right here.
Well, Chad told me he's been taking
I know he's talking shit on stickers. Bobby has, you guys, by the way, I just wanted to throw this out there, make it public. Bobby has an 805 sticker on his truck.
Dude, does he really on the window?
No,
I believe
not.
Yeah, he's got an 805 sticker. He said it was just because he loved 805 DuPont so much that he put it on there, but it's the 805 beer sticker. That's what it is.
Well, Chad told me he actually wants to move to Washington because he respects their laws.
Oh, you son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
Oh,
You're
here
gonna take it there. You're gonna
Yeah.
turn this. That's how
Yeah.
deep I cut you. You're gonna fucking call. You motherfucker. God damn it.
He
That's it.
was so happy. He's like,
he feels unprotected without his mask.
no, he told me, he said he's so thankful his business is in Washington because he loves the state laws. Everything
Oh,
about it.
oh my fucking god.
He had a building, there was a building ready to go in Idaho, but he didn't want it.
Yeah, they're
Hey,
they're
oh,
too conservative there.
he's been hanging out at Shattuck Brewery too. He doesn't even go to the login anymore. He just goes straight to Shattuck Brewery. Sits there and has an IPA.
We're gonna have to start fact checking you. You were fact checking me in the beginning of this. We're gonna start fact checking you.
Well, look at.
Is Shattuck Brewery not on the way to Elk River?
Okay. First of all, you said go past. You just go past Elk River and go to Shattuck Brewery. You go past the login.
I said, is it on the way?
Huh? No, before you said, is it on the way? You said he just goes past the login and goes to Shattuck Brewery. Like, okay, what am I doing? Driving the wrong way, Morfino, coming back down the highway, passing them.
Yeah, you told me you didn't like people
Okay.
seeing you stop, so you did the long loop. You looped back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Jack. Let me tell you something. I ain't never been to Shattuck Brewery. No offense to Shattuck Brewery, okay? But I do my drinking at two places: Tom's Tavern and the Log Inn. Okay, all right. That's it. Elk River, Island of Misfit Toys. That's compliments of Sarah right there. Shout out to Sarah.
Well,
It's the best.
you added another bar into your repertoire, right? The Elk
Yeah,
Saloon.
Beauville.
Elk
That was
Saloon.
fucking Elk Saloon. That was a nice bar. I was laughing so much. Me and Bobby were laughing. So there's two. They're like probably 5-6 years younger than us, and then an old man there, and they were loggers, but they were just sitting there. And this one dude is just like talking shit, like basically trying to start a fight. And I know this. I know the way that fucking loggers try to start fights in small bars because I've been around that shit all the time when I was up here. And I was laughing because Bobby was being cool as fuck. And I'm sitting back. I'm like, this stupid motherfucker is really going to try to start a fight with us right now. I'm like, we're going to fucking beat the shit out of all three of you fucking faggots. So, like, I'm just being quiet. And he's like, and Bobby's like smiling and like kind of baiting him and stuff. But I'm just like sitting here like, motherfucker. Like, we come out here for Taco Tuesday and we end up with the fucking retard with a chip on his shoulder, fucking who wants to brag about, all the, like, that's it. That's all he wanted. Everybody in the bar had to talk about logging.
They were like, the first thing that came out of their mouth when they walked over, it was like, do you think you could fell a tree?
Yeah, you think you could set like, I didn't say a fucking word because I'm like, I swear to God, like I didn't say that, me. I didn't, and I didn't say a word for like half an hour. I just let Bobby talk and I'm just staring at these dudes. I'm like, well, we're going to fucking beat the fuck out of you guys. Like that's all I'm thinking the whole time. Like, I'm like, Bobby's playing it cool right now, but you guys are going to say the wrong thing and then we're going to fuck you guys up.
Luckily, once they sat down and they realized that, I don't know. They probably just realized we're going to, we're not a little bit.
Yeah, well, there wasn't like we were stuttering or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, I remember always getting baited into those fucking fights when I was younger and shit. And I'm laughing. I'm like, you stupid motherfuckers, like, keep running your fucking mouth, dude.
But
And
dude, when they were getting on they were getting on the old man, which was really funny because they were younger guys.
they did. They started just digging
old man so hard.
That was actually funny because they were like, God, you fucking, like, the one dude that was quiet all of a sudden, like, just said,
big ass
no.
unibrow.
Like, the dude, the shit stir, the shit stirrer is just talking, bro, and he's like just trying to get in a fight and like just talking shit, and then finally Unibrow speaks up and he's like, nah, he's right, man. You fucking suck on that loader, man. You fucking take forever. And he starts talking like real shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like breaking it down situationally what this dude did wrong to cost them money and take forever loading and like it was like and then that was funny. That
And
was
mind
like,
you,
all
that
right,
this guy's been logging for probably 20 years longer than these guys have.
They have been alive.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Where's this at?
This was in Beauville. So Beauville's that little stop sign you come to on the way to Elk River. You turn right, and then it's Elk River, 17 miles. But yeah, I was in Beauville, dude. I've seen the bar for obviously my whole life, driving through, going to St. Mary's, did jobs in Santa. I've always wanted to stop there, never have. And Bobby got his elk that morning. And my cousin calls me, "Hey, I heard you fuckers got an elk." Dude, this was so fucking funny. So he goes, "Come out to fucking Taco Tuesday. I'm out here, fucking, we're drinking." I'm like, "Okay, when does Taco Tuesday start?" He's like, "Right now."
It was like
I'm like,
noon.
"Yeah, dude, I don't even think it was noon. I think it was like 11:30." And I go, "Okay, when does it end?" He's like, "It's all day." I'm like, "Okay, but when does it end?" He's like, "It's all day." I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, "Hey, well, we're gonna get Bobby's elk cleaned up, and then we're gonna finish cleaning up his elk, and then we're gonna go on an evening hunt, and then we'll head that way." That's why I was asking what time it's over, because I'm like, we want to do an evening hunt, and then we'll head out. Well, we finished cleaning up Bobby's elk. We haven't even got ready to go out on the evening hunt yet. All of a sudden, Ben pulls up in a car. And we're like, "What the fuck is up?" And he's fucked up, bro. It's like noon at this point, like 12:30 or something. We're like, "What's up?" He's like, fucking sad. I'm gonna come down, see my cousin, fucking Bobby got an elk. I'm fucking hang out, fucking see my cousin, fucking, I'm like, all right. Like 10 minutes later, he hopped in his car and went back to Beauville. Like, he literally just drove down to say what's up and then left, bro.
That's
fucked up already. Fucked up. So then a couple hours go by, then we go out hunting, a couple more hours go by, and then we get to fucking Elk Saloon like 9 p.m. or some shit.
Yeah, we left Elk River like almost 9 o'clock.
Yeah, so we get there late, and he's in there. We walk in, he's like, "Oh," he's all fucked up. I guess Bobby said he was like, "Everything's on me." Or
Yeah,
something.
as soon as I walk in, he goes, "Get this guy, get him a shot." So he orders some shots, and then he looks at the bartender and he goes, "Those two guys put everything on my tab." And then I just like kind of shook my head. I'm like, "No, I don't do that." And then I grab a beer and I sit back down and I'm talking to the mayor of Elk River, who's sitting there in the bar, and he comes up and he didn't see me. I don't know if he went to hug me and just knocked my fresh beer out of my hand, spills everywhere, and then next thing I know, he's gone.
Dude, he was just gone. Straight up, we walk in, dude, and he's not lying about like the time frame here. Like, we get a drink, he says that, I see him, the next thing I know, I'm like, what the fuck? He's gone. Just gone.
Yeah.
That was it.
Find out where he went?
So the whole day he was waiting on us to get there, getting fucked up, and then literally he spilled my beer and then left.
Okay. Yeah, it was like as soon as we showed up, he's like, tight, and they left. So his girlfriend had to go pick up kids or something. Yeah, I don't know.
They're a great couple. I like that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, that was fun, man. I would definitely go back for Taco Tuesday. It was so funny. So they go. She goes. I go, "Yeah, let me get a couple tacos," and Bobby's gonna get a couple tacos. She goes, "You want hard or soft?" I'm like, "I want hard tacos." I go, "Bobby, you want hard or soft?" He's like, "I'll take soft."
Soft tacos for Taco Tuesday, right?
Soft tacos. So we're waiting and we're drinking, and she brings me my tacos. I got 2 tacos, hard tacos. And she sets Bobby's in front of him, and I see his look kind of perplexed, like, and he just blinks. He doesn't say nothing, but I look down. It's like, he goes, "Hey, you think they just tell you like you want burritos or hard tacos because they're soft taco?" It was 2 burritos.
It's 2 burritos. But because like if they're soft tacos, even if they roll them in soft taco tortillas, like burrito tortillas, like bigger ones, if they left them untucked and so they're just rolled, I would still consider that like.
But these were tucked, completely tucked.
Yeah, they were burritos.
They were straight up burritos, bro. Straight up burritos.
They had beans in them. They had rice. They had all sorts of shit inside it. I'm just like, what? And she's like, "How's your tacos?" I'm like, "Oh, they're great, thank you."
I could just see Bobby like, "They're not tacos, they're burritos."
Oh my god!
When I was down in Mississippi, when I was in Mississippi, I walked to this Mexican restaurant and I asked them if they could make me a breakfast burrito, and they looked at me like, "What's that?" Like they don't have breakfast burritos in Mexican restaurants in Mississippi. In the South, in Florida, nothing, right?
There's that meme, bro. When you live in California, you go anywhere else for Mexican food.
Oh, horrible.
So this is what she asked me. She's sitting there and they're Mexican, like they're straight up Mexican, right? They barely speak English, and they're like, "Okay, breakfast burrito." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." And she looks at me and she goes, "How would you like your eggs cooked?" And I was like, uh, "Scrambled, yeah, because
Yeah.
please don't put an over easy egg in my fucking breakfast burrito." and then, and then and then I get it. There's American cheese in it, scrambled eggs, like long pieces of bacon, and then they wrapped it in foil, didn't tuck the ends, and then cut it in half. And I'm like, when I grabbed it, it all just fell out because nothing was.
Yeah.
And it was, oh, dude, it was disgusting. That was.
Oh,
We ate tacos in Florida when we went to go visit you, Greg and I, out of that taco truck in the back of one bar or something. I forget where we were at.
Yeah, no, that was at that Irish pub in
Yeah, worst tacos I've ever eaten in my
in
life.
Dunedin, Florida. Yeah.
They were garbage. They
Well,
tasted
no,
like shit.
they were corned beef tacos. That's why it was St. Patrick's Day.
I think I ordered regular tacos, but they were garbage. They're just the worst. Florida Mexican food. Greg told me by the time we left Florida, he's like, "Have you learned not to order Mexican food yet? Like you've ordered Mexican food everywhere we've gone, and it's been shit."
It has these weird spices and
it's horrible.
It's really bad.
Dude, I remember a culture shock deal for me was I was in Boston and I went to a deli and I ordered a pastrami sandwich. And they're like, "You want to toast?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "You want sauerkraut?" I was like, "Sure." Didn't know what it was. Trying to be adventurous. And then they're like, "Do you want raw mustard?" I'm like, "I like mustard." They're like, "But do you want raw mustard?"
Didn't know they cook it.
I'm like, "Yeah." Bro. Oh my God. It was disgusting. It's foul. It smells crazy. So like that's like their thing there. Like, dude, it was like, so I get all the sauerkraut off because I'm like, they fucking layered it. And then I'm like, what is this other taste that's so nasty? And there were all these like kernels. Well, raw mustard, it's like, dude, it looks like baby diarrhea. It looks like baby diarrhea, bro. And there's all these little balls and chunks, and like it is foul, bro. I was so hungry
with
and
how
I
much
could not eat
Chad
it.
is like conservative with his eating. You know, he had a pizza or a burger for the first time when he was like 20, right?
Yeah.
Like he only ate chicken strips, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Now Chad will not, if he sees like a special item on the menu, like it's like the
It's
soup
hard to
stuff,
refuse.
he can't stop it. Like
Yeah.
I remember we were at Waterloo and it was like peppercorn sauce steak. He's like, "Oh, man, let me get that peppercorn sauce steak." And they're like, "Okay, how would you like it cooked?" He's like, "Yeah, just put the peppercorn on it, you know." And I don't know if Chad wanted cracked peppercorn or not, but they brought the steak out and it was literally covered in peppercorn. And Chad I remember Chad looking down like, what the
Dude, it was fucking loaded,
It
bro.
was loaded. It had like an inch thick of peppercorns on top. It was straight peppercorns.
Like, not cracked.
Not
Just
cracked.
fucking peppercorns, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's just fucking
But
gangster.
I like looking at that because I'm like, haha. I'm like, when I see Chad do that, I'm like, that's what you get, Chad. You always try to get that like special item. You get burned on it.
Oh, it's hard. It's hard to refuse it, right?
Well, I didn't burn myself up when I was young. So now like I feel adventurous. Shout out, bro. I ate salad last week. I ate salad this week. Just so you guys know. I had some cauliflower last week. I had some cauliflower this week.
What kind of dressing?
I do balsamic vinaigrette.
Oh,
I do that or I do red wine vinegar.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Very nice.
For some reason, bro, like I don't like ranch on my salad. I don't like any like regular salad dressings. Yeah. My favorite is just red wine vinegar.
Those like cheesy ranch ball things anymore?
I haven't perfected those yet, bro. I'm gonna get them down though.
Go back to episode 20 or something.
Oh my
Chad
god.
about these ranch balls.
Oh my dude, it was just a grease ball, bro, in like mini muffin tins, and everybody ate like one, and they were like, "Oh, they're not that bad." And you see after 5 minutes, everybody like, "Oh
Yeah.
fuck!" Like
Gas burping
we're
up.
all gonna shit and throw up at the same time. It was bad, dude.
Because
I
you know
thought
when you like melt cheddar cheese in the microwave and that kind of like the liquid
the
inside
oil.
kind of goes away.
Yeah.
Well, Chad's balls just soaked everything up. It was
Yeah,
just
so like when you pull the thing out, there was still all that oil like dripping from it, and like because it was in a
so
muffin
gross.
tin, so it all just marinated in it. It
Oh,
was
I would
straight
like to
grease
see
balls.
Chad. Could you dress up like Gordon Ramsay? Because one, you look like him a little bit,
he
okay?
does.
And do an episode like a Hell's Kitchen episode, but cook those and try to like perfect it
Cook them
and
perfect,
post
dude.
that on the
I'm
Center the
telling you
Thing.
what I'm going
Okay,
for. You guys don't even fucking know, bro. It was in Toronto, and I'm telling you, deep fried bacon wrap macaroni and cheese balls with this fucking. It was a cross between fry sauce and Outback's like bloomin' onion sauce, bro. And you would just dog. It was fucking $10, but you'd only get 7 of these fucking things, bro. They're like 1.25 inches by 1.25 inches around, dog. And
okay,
they were
Chad. Will you
fucking.
please get like a chef's outfit and make this video happen?
I'm down. I'm down.
Okay.
If that's a segment, it's a
Yeah.
segment.
I would love
Alright.
that. I was a
do
That's
huge
it's
fan of
almost
Hell's
like
Kitchen.
Tosh Point Oh's redemption. Like you need to redeem yourself
it. I do
from
need to
that
redeem
shit
myself.
show.
Dude, if I can pull these off, bro, oh my god, dude, they're so good. Like I'd go in there, like I started walking home every day getting them, and then Wayne was one of the guys working with me, and I go, dude, you gotta stop. I'm like, you gotta try these bacon wrap macaroni and cheese balls. He's like, what the fuck? I was like, well, at least have a beer. I'll order them. You gotta try one. He's like, what, dude? From then on, him and I constantly stopped at that place and got bacon wrap. He'd get an order, I'd get an order, we'd get a beer, and that was like it. Like, dude, but you'd bite in, and sometimes I could squirt out and like burn you and shit. Like, you had to get a technique to eating them correctly, but they were amazing.
I bet you perfected that technique.
No, I had eating them, yeah.
That
I was
you
always,
said the balls when you bit them, the shit would squirt out, right?
jizz on your face, dog.
No, it made me think. So when we went on a cruise,
It made me think.
Oh, I remember that feeling.
we
Oh
went on a
yeah.
cruise, and Guy Fieri has this burger place on the cruise ship, and I ordered this. It's called a volcano burger. I had no idea why.
Good.
He puts a little onion ring on it, and he fills it full of like chili. And as soon as you bite the burger, the whole thing sprays you in the fucking face. But it was a really good fucking burger.
Yeah,
But
they're good.
Didn't we go to his place in Santa Rosa?
I don't think I've been to it.
Might
Yeah.
have. I on the way back from Cancun last year, I was in his one down there where they were making a killing because they did a 1 drink minimum, or sorry, might have been a 2 drink. No, it was a 1 drink minimum, but the cheapest drink was like $7, so you could smoke outside. In order to go to the outdoor patio, you had to pay like $5 to get out there where you could smoke at the airport. And you had to buy a drink. So they were fucking killing it, bro. People were like, you want a drink? Because they were just going out to smoke. They didn't want to drink, but they had to buy a drink to be out there.
Yeah, that's pretty
Anyway,
cool.
he's got good food, though. I like Guy Fieri.
Really good food.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, Bobby, did we get through your list tonight or what?
Did we hit all 3?
I want to make sure we're getting through this thing. We're not stopping.
One of the last things was just how you feel about Luke Combs' girlfriend.
What?
Luke Combs' girlfriend.
Who's Luke Combs?
I'm gonna pull her up.
Who is Luke Combs?
He's a country singer.
I feel bad for Luke Combs because he's a country singer. He's famous. He's kind of got the Henry Cejudo thing going on right now, where he's famous. He has a girl, and how he's writing all these love songs for this girl, but you can tell that she's just in it for the money.
Oh yeah, she's
and a bunch of people are calling him out, and then people are like calling him fat, and she's like, don't call him fat. He's a good heart and all this kind of stuff. You could just tell she's just a gold digger.
Hang on, let me pull her up
Dude,
for you.
I was telling Victoria how it goes with
She's a
fighters.
dime piece. She's a dime
Fighters
piece.
get oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and he's dressed up right now. Normally, he's just,
Yeah. Back off.
Okay, here we go. He looks like a trucker.
He looks
Yeah,
like. He looks
I mean,
like
you
one of the
know,
guys who's
honestly,
logging in Idaho.
I think you guys are assholes. I think that she's just a good hometown girl, and he makes her feel warm and protected. Okay, and you guys are just you reading too much into it. She's a good girl.
Yeah, I that's my first time seeing her. She does look like a gold digger for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just saying this because I like Luke Combs. You know, he has
Great
he's in his
talent.
good stuff, but he's just getting
Luke Combs song. Tell me Luke Combs song. I feel like I might have heard his.
Fear never broke my heart. Like
Nope.
diamond rings and football teams torn this boy apart.
like a good old man.
No, don't know.
Beautiful, crazy, she can't help but.
Know that one. I know
Yeah.
that one. I
Yeah.
remember who was it? Who sings Crazy? We seen him at LAC.
Crazy.
Super popular song. Crazy.
Are you
Come
talking
on,
about John
LA.
Purdy?
What?
Talking about John
Nope.
Purdy?
Phil Vassar.
Huh? No, it was
Craig Morgan.
dude, come on. It was the LAC where oh fuck, we all got fucked up
That's
so
it.
much.
Are you talking about
I know, but I
Chris
had Bobby
Young?
Flicker in my boots. Crazy, beautiful.
No,
No,
I think you're talking about John Purdy.
no, no. It was a band, like a
Eddie
band. Not a
Money.
guy.
Eddie Money.
Nope.
Hey,
Eddie Money. No, come on, you guys, crazy. It was like I'm singing the wrong song. It's not crazy, beautiful. That Dave was just singing that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Every time I think about whoa, whoa.
No,
No.
dude, it was like a fucking massive hit at that time.
Craig Morgan.
No, it's a group. It's not a guy's name. It's a group.
Oh, the band Perry.
Is that what it is? I
If
think so.
I
It might have
die
been.
young, can me
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Ben Perry. Yeah, with the
maybe.
brother.
Lay me down in a bed of roses.
Nope. Dude, it was a fucking badass
It
song.
was
Oh my
Ben
god.
Perry.
No, it wasn't. Because it's like Crazy Beautiful, or what the fuck is the name of the song? I keep saying Crazy Beautiful in my head, but oh my god, it's a badass song, dude. And they blew up for it. And when they played it at LAC, everyone went fucking nuts.
It wasn't Randy Houser or some sax?
Nah.
That was at the Dirks Bentley concert. That wasn't it.
This is
No,
when
I took Chad to
LAC
Randy
was
Houser.
at Stockton. It was across from the Hippo Bar or whatever, in that little fucking section where the Asparagus Festival moved to. Dude, we were all fucked up.
LAC 2010 lineup.
I think so.
That was the John Purdy year.
Dude, but it wasn't. Dude, it was. This is the year you were crying by an oak tree, Bobby.
Year that I was there with what's his name? That really tall dude that from
Yeah.
Jiu-Jitsu, and he got his beer
Oscar.
thrown in his face. Oscar, that girl, his ex-girlfriend, threw beer in his face.
Well,
Chad wasn't at that one.
Oh, Chad wasn't at that one.
No,
that was
this
Phil
is
Vassar.
one where you were with Hope, and
Yeah.
you guys got in a huge
That was
fight.
the one where we got left, Chad.
Yeah.
The one where we found our tax.
Oh, that's the one where the Buckerfields were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Dude, it was crazy. And that's what I'm saying. Like that fucking lineup, dude, that band. And Dave was like hanging out with Victoria the whole time. She said I kept ditching her, but I felt like they were
Little Big Town.
Little Big Town. That was, I think that is it.
I think it was
I don't know. It was a new band at the time. Huh?
In the
No. No. It's not Little Big Town. It's not Boondocks. It's
Hang on. I'm
come on. I think the name of the song is Crazy, bro. Like, I think the name of the song is fucking Crazy.
Hang on. So 1998, LAC had Toby Keith. Hang on. We're going to
1998. Dave, it wasn't the 1900s at all, bro.
No, I got this. I got this. We're going to make this happen for you, Chad.
Google fucking crazy country song, quote unquote crazy, and see if that comes up.
Okay.
Because, dude, fuck. The picture was like me and Victoria, Dave, you're in it.
Patsy Cline crazy is what's going to come up. Okay.
So 2010, I think the year, it was Craig Morgan, The Haters, the band Perry, Blaine Larson, Jared Neiman, and Williams Ray. 2011 was
Young
the
Band. The Eli Young Band sings it. What's the Eli Young Band's hit?
Oh yeah, it is. You're crazy. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you're crazy, beautiful, or some shit like that. Or what is it?
I love you.
It's the Eli Young Band though, for sure.
I love you like crazy. I love you like crazy.
Something like that. Yeah, that's what I was trying to.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
what I was trying to say. It's a band. It's not a guy.
I love you. I want to dream of going nowhere.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Come here, let me hold you.
Yeah.
Lately, I love you
like crazy girl. Yeah. Crazy girl.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on the same page.
Yeah. Remember that was a fucking wild ass LAC.
Yeah.
We were all so fucked up. Johnny was obliterated, got me tanked, dude, because we drank our fists that we had, and then Johnny come up with a fifth of Jack.
I think that
drank
was
that motherfucker. Huh?
Didn't they have that little booth where they were selling those little shot glasses or those vials?
Yes, in the far side. Yeah. Yep.
And what was that? They were like a new alcohol that just can't. They were like mixed drinks in a can or some shit. Or
yeah, I don't remember what it.
Or in a plastic bottle. I think you bought them and they were mixed drinks, so everyone was getting fucked up off those.
Dude,
that was fucking.
I just remember I lost you guys like the whole concert. I don't really.
You were with Victoria a bunch.
I don't remember.
They were always hanging out with the girls.
That's yeah.
LAC was my time of year to put in the work.
Victoria's like, I'm pretty sure Dave was trying to kiss me.
Yeah.
Whoa. I don't know about all that.
Dave was one of the girls at LAC. He would be like, let's go get some drink.
Hey girl, you got some nice titties. Oh, thank you, Dave. That's so sweet. Yeah, I just thought I'd tell you.
Yeah. I just remember I seen Chad. He was outside of the Weber Point, and he's just walking around looking for everybody. And he looked hella lost. We ended up in a taxi together.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, Victoria was like, "Oh, you did just," and I'm like, I remember, like, no, I'd be like drinking, talking to somebody, and then everybody would be gone.
Wait, so was that like, when we ended up at your sister's friend's house?
Yes. No, that's a different night.
Oh.
When we ended up at my sister's friend's house, I wasn't with Victoria then. But that was when we ended up at my sister's friend's house. That was an asparagus festival night.
Okay.
Oh, same location.
Same location.
Yeah.
Dude, I had some crazy asparagus festivals as far as where the fuck I woke up, where I went, what happened.
Yeah, asparagus festival.
Asparagus festival was just disgusting because that porta potty stunk so fucking bad with piss from asparagus pee.
Dude, I feel sorry for the people that don't know what it was like when it was at Oak Park.
Oh, I love Oak Park.
At Oak Park was the best, dude. That was so much better. Shade.
Are they even doing? Didn't they cancel it like a few years back?
They changed it from the Stockton Asparagus Festival to the San Joaquin Asparagus Festival because the Stockton organization stopped it. So someone had to restart it, but they couldn't use their name.
Yeah,
and it sucked. It was at the county fairgrounds, and I went there. I don't know, like 5 years ago.
Fuck the county fairground.
So,
yeah, it's dangerous out there.
Dude, the moment you walk into the county fairgrounds, you just like, okay.
I know.
Yeah. Let's see what we want to see and leave.
You probably had some great times at those fairgrounds.
I've had some great times too, but it's always fucking, there's always like something floating in the air, like something's gonna happen. Yeah. This is a good time, but something's gonna happen.
Dude, if I think back being at a county fair and seeing a guy like Kenny, who it was Kenny, running around in his underwear around a beer booth for free beer. in front of the cops. That's what happened. So I think we ran out of money or something, and we were like 19.
We're begging the beer people.
Yeah, we were. What?
We're begging. I just
Yeah.
remember it's all
And
around the beer booth
these
begging for
it
more
was
beer.
like it was like these old ladies from like the Elks, from like
Yeah.
the Elks Club, and they're feeding us beers all night, and then we run out of money because we only brought a certain amount, and they're like, okay. And Kenny's like, I want some more beer, and they're like, well, if you take off your clothes and run around the beer booth a couple times, we'll give you a beer. Well, he did that like 6 times. So every time he wanted a beer, he would just take off his clothes. And the sheriffs were just watching him the whole time. They didn't care.
Oh my God.
But yeah,
I remember
times have changed, that's for sure.
I remember Greg and I were using fake IDs at the time. Or I was trying to use Greg's fake ID and I was standing right next to him. And the lady's like, that's your buddy right next to you. It was very obvious, but
Dude, I remember asking the cops, it was at the fair, because like it was very obvious that like the cops were mugging the fire department. And I go up to the cops and I was like, hey, I got a question. I was like, you guys really got like beef with the fire department? And dude, the old veteran cop, probably like 65, bro, he's like, fuck yes, that's real. He's all, look at these motherfuckers. He's all, look over there. They fucking, we go out, we deal with all the fucking bullshit, and look at him over there. Oh, everybody loves him, and all the girls want to take pictures with him. Meanwhile, everybody's tiptoeing around us like, because they fucking hate us. He's like, fuck yeah, that's real. Fuck those motherfuckers. And I was like, holy shit. Like, that's the exact type of response that I wanted. Not fuck them, but like a true fucking, like, a true response. And he went off, dude, about fuck those motherfuckers. And it was so funny because everything he was saying was true. There was girls taking pictures with the firefighters and they're all smiling and hugging everybody. And then the cops are just standing there and everybody's like walking around them, like all petrified and shit.
Dude, it's funny. Imagine, when they do their like fundraisers and stuff, they'll be outside with their boot on the corner,
yeah,
Imagine
Yeah.
if a cop was out there asking for money, dude. They'd be like, fuck you.
Yeah, fill the boot for firemen, fill the holster.
Yeah, that would not go down. No one would donate it.
No, it's so fucked up, dude. Their job's they got the worst job, the hardest job in the world.
yeah.
Crazy.
Well, let's start wrapping this thing up.
All right,
Yeah.
so what I want to see from Sinner Saint, actually, it's a request. I want to see the characters, the best fighters of all time, and I don't think you're gonna be able to beat Jaden Smith, but you can try. And then, Chad, I want to see you get in a chef's outfit and cook cheesy potato balls. And try to look as much like Gordon Ramsay as possible. It's not going to be very hard.
All right. I'm literally writing this down, bro. This is, what I'm saying? This is one of my goals is to take requests and make them come true. All right.
Absolutely. Plus, I think you'll feel better if you can accomplish those balls.
Yeah.
If let me tell you something. You hit me. You challenged me, Bobby, at one of the best times to challenge me because you know what's coming up in a couple weeks? Not just your successful nasal surgery, which totally changes your life and reestablishes you as a dominant natural athlete on this planet.
Yeah.
But the day after that, nope, not my birthday. Fuck my birthday. I don't even care about that. Thanksgiving potluck in Elk River. So if I perfect these bacon wrap macaroni and cheese balls, I can be the potluck king.
Should we show Chad, or should we show Bobby the video from a few years back?
What video?
Of Thanksgiving in Elk River with the
Oh my God, he probably won't ball like my mom did. I told Dave, I said, Dave, don't play that fucking video. No, I'm gonna play it for your mom. Dave, don't play the fucking Thanksgiving video. I'm trying to tell you right now, dude. The fucking opening note, she was all, and I kept thinking
is a sad video. It's very emotional.
I kept thinking that Dave would stop the video, but he let it play to the fucking end, bro.
Yeah, I had to.
Gemma was running around in the background.
Yeah. Oh,
God,
my mom's
dude.
dog that just died a couple months ago. Fucking so much like emotional.
She wanted to see it. I'm sorry.
No, she did not even bring it up, ask to see it or nothing. She even said she forgot about that video.
I always tell, we always say, like, when your mom loses her glasses, then she's getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, there's a thing with her hair clip.
Yeah.
All you gotta watch is that hair clip, dog. When that hair clip, like her hair clip works from the back of her head to the top of her head. And when that hair clip gets to the top of her head, it's fucking on. It's on, Jack. You ain't fucking around. You ain't fucking with nothing.
Watch out.
Hair clips up.
Yeah. Well, Chad, let's we got a few people to thank before going off the air. Let's get this going.
Boom. Who we got first, Dave? You putting up the logo? I just see Bobby and myself.
Yep, that's who you got. You got our friends over at Calaveras River Farms.
Here we are.
Boom.
Go ahead, Chad, take it away.
We see Gray, but I don't know if everyone else can out there, but Calaveras River Farms, you guys are talking to the owner operator, Mr. Bobby Curley, family owned and operated. Right now, you got fucking, I don't know if you want to say anything about your eggs, Bobby. I know they've been fucking flying out the door. They're great.
Yeah, it's try to find them when you can, but people can hit me up if they want some eggs. We got a high demand for them right now, but stay tuned.
How do they get a hold of you?
Through Calaveras River Farms on Instagram or Facebook. Just send a message over and I'll hook you up.
Fucking A.
Boom.
If you guys have never had fucking true eggs, like not from the shelf, from a fucking chicken, they're fucking amazing. What do you actually call that? Like the free range? What is the correct term?
Our eggs are free range, all natural free range eggs, which means they get to go out and they get to do what they need to do. They eat all sorts of things. They get fed the best diet. I highly doubt there's a better diet in chickens in the world than what they're
here's a hint for all the listeners out there. If your eggs, every one of them is the same size and white, you are not getting natural eggs. Okay, they'll be blue, pink, different sizes, fucking the yolks. But when you taste one, there's nothing like it. It's fucking amazing.
Oh
the taste, the color, it's all good.
Everything great.
Yeah. And our friends over at Monroy's Original Hot Sauce.
Boom. Monroy's Original Hot Sauce.com, bringing in that mango habanero, getting real good on the pineapple tequila. He's currently getting into a barbecue thing, but check that out, you guys. Like the mango habanero and everything too for tacos, fish, everything. Absolutely amazing. What's the deal on the Pedestos deal there, Dave? What's that?
Yeah, go check them out in the meat department at Pedestos. Ask for it. They will have a good supply. It's amazing. They have all three flavors there. The hottest, which is Death by Kraken, pineapple tequila, and mango habanero.
Yep, and they're also doing a special of mango habanero sausages too.
Oh. It's so good. My wife can't keep it on the shelf. She was so thankful Bobby and Erica brought her up a bunch, and Enrique sent them out to us. But it's good. You get hooked on it, man.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And last but not least,
we got Retro Grappler. All right, thank the guys at Retro Grappler. Their creative art, everything. They bring in a very cool dynamic of G.I. Joe, all these different characters on your rash guards. They're a super cool company. Their rash guards are super high quality. I can't say that enough. You can check them out on Instagram at Retro Grappler Shop, or you can go to their website at retrograppler.com. They're doing a promo on their website right now. You get $10 off if you enter the code word spooky. So enter the code word, get $10 off. Check them out, man. Go through. They just rolled out a new line of art. They're badass. Once again, family owned and operated. They're and the rash guards are badass. They're not just like cool designs. They're great material. Everything about them is top notch. So check them out. They're good people with a good quality product.
Yeah. Well, Bobby, thank you very much for being on episode 58. We appreciate
fucking A, man. And I love
you.
bringing the subjects, Bobby. You know what I'm saying? So for you listeners out there too, we're trying to, our email is sinnersaint209@gmail.com. We've got our Facebook that you can message us. We've got our Instagram that you can message us. Instagram sinnersaint209, and the Facebook, Dave, is it the Sinner
Saint 209?
It's also Sinner Saint 209. So message us anything you guys want. We're always trying to, we're like we said, we get questions, we can go over anything, like what Bobby brought up, some stuff like this, and we're gonna try to work Bobby in a little more, like what's going on in the world. We got to get some curly knowledge up in this.
Yeah, I'd say keep in store with Chad's journal entries, because we're doing some challenges, and it's gonna be fun to watch Chad deal with those battles and tell everyone about it. So.
Yeah, that's a good point. If you haven't checked out the journey yet, keep in touch with that. It's really good. It's kind of a different speed for our listeners out there, but if you're into it, you're into it. Check it out. It's pretty interesting. I actually it helped me wind down the other night. It was pretty cool. So
thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Bobby, for being on. Thank you, guys. We are officially out.
Boom.
Peace.